Over the
That's Thomas Mug.
Yeah, we jumping right in. We did enough talking. We got the man of the hour.
On a Monday
yes.
in Louisville.
Monday Night Raw in Louisville was incredible, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They really
In
came
Streets
with it.
Country.
Yeah.
AKA Corny Country.
Hey, it was going in, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they put on a good show, man. You know, CM Punk trained here. I'm surprised John Cena didn't show up, especially since he trained in OVW, which is based out of Louisville. You know, I met him way back when he was the prototype, before he was even John Cena. So,
What else, you're showing your age?
the prototype, baby. That's old school.
Yeah, the prototype. You had the Leviathan.
Yeah, I was a Leviathan. Look, crazy story.
Yes.
I met Batista a few times, right? I asked, crazy story. My cousin used to wrestle in OVW. So we met like John Cena and Batista and all them on a regular. So one day I'm at the movie theaters and we seen him. He was cool as hell, like just mad chill, right? And he was like, "Oh, you're Anthony's little cousin, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." I kid you not. Maybe a week later, we're in this grocery store. I see him again. And he's the biggest human I've ever seen in my life.
I was massive,
bro.
He was every bit of 6'6", 300 pounds.
He was huge. And get this. So my best friend at the time, his name was Jonathan. Him and his brother were there, and it was his brother's birthday. So he was like, "Hey, can you get me Batista's autograph?" Tell me why I asked this man for his autograph, and he told me no. But guess why, though?
Why?
Because it wasn't you asking, or the source asking.
He was like, "You could just came to my house, bro. You can just come over to my crib with your cousin Anthony. Why are you asking me for an autograph like you don't know me?" This is what he said to me. Like,
you good in the
hood. I was like, "But listen, bro, it's for my homie. It's for my homie." So he was like, "Oh, okay." And he signed it. He was mad cool, but he was like, "Yeah, man, stop to the crib sometime, man." Mad cool, bro. Like, super cool, bro. Shout out to Batista, man.
The animals are going for the people. Hopefully, he agrees to go in the Hall of Fame very soon.
Yeah, Dave Bautista.
Let's not forget.
So what did you guys think about the show? I didn't get to ask you guys. You know, you guys were watching from, at home. What'd you guys think?
Before I say anything, go Knicks! Go Knicks! Go Knicks! Yes!
Hey,
all right.
I love it, bro. I love it because you know what? New York people will stay down for forever, bro. New York people got to be the most loyal to the soil motherfuckers.
Leaving today.
I swear to God, bro.
No, we're not those streets. I'm gonna be honest. We're all, but we not. It's like because if the team is bad,
look at the people when you're talking to us.
We're gonna boo you out the arena. If you're bad, what I said I said it on Twitter. If the food is bad, we're not eating, champ. If the food is bad, we're not eating.
We're not eating. Refuse. It's over.
So now we're up, baby. The city's up. We get to eat good.
Y'all deserve it, man. Y'all been working.
Yeah, bro.
So, y'all gonna put them out at TD Garden?
Mm-hmm.
TD, I mean, that's gonna be a tough chat. I ain't gonna lie. Knicks gotta pray for their safety. They, you know what I mean? They gotta there's a lot of fans that might be waiting for them.
Gotta make it home.
That's all good. Yo.
They're gonna be waiting on them.
In the 5 boroughs. Y'all know how to put these dukes up.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks.
Nah, yeah, we do. I don't know about the players though. Like, I mean, but we got, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe Mitch, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I bet you Cat got a pair of black Tims that's sitting in the whip just in case of emergency.
Yo, Razor, I like the tattoo. I just seen a Majin tattoo. That's cold. I like that, bro. That's cold. That's hard.
Oh. Him and,
hey, I'm saying this too.
Match with them things.
Shout out to my dude HD and Razor for having the dopest intro out there. Out the hip. I was singing that shit in the arena like, hey, off the hip. Nigga, that shit fire.
It's only
Come on, man.
We got the dopest song, and we got one of the dopest guests
the
on
dopest
with
shows.
us. Young
Hey, let's go, baby.
Bro, appreciate that, brother.
Let's
go,
sure,
man. Clap it on up, man. Y'all can't see my hands. Yeah. Let's go. Clap it on up.
I'm rolling.
We can't see the green screen. All I saw the WWE logo on your chest.
Oh God.
To answer your question though, bro, I thought the show was alright. I thought it was solid. It was all right. I thought the main event was questionable. To be
Why you
honest,
say that? Talk to
here,
me. Talk to me.
because I feel like I'm not sure how familiar, how behind Julia the crowd is. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? I feel like there's some still right there. They need to work. And honestly, it started to seem like they're pivoting away from the mission statement. Like I thought the mission statement was the NXT girls, and now I'm starting to see Rhea Ripley eye down Io Sky again. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you seen
saying?
that? You seen that? When
Yeah.
she held
So
the
it's,
belt up at the end, yeah, like I still want to shadow the title.
so I mean,
Rhea's character concerns me much like Charlotte's does on SmackDown because like we know how great they can be when they're in the proper environment, but all this seems forced, unnecessary, and just at random more than anything.
yeah, bro.
You're not
And then
lying.
what sucks is that like it's kind of rinse and repeat a bit because with Charlotte's case, we haven't seen her for 2 years. So her versus Tiffy was like what people wanted, but the way that we navigated there, not so much. People didn't want Charlotte
Yeah,
winning the Royal Rumble, possibly.
yeah, just coming in like
Yeah.
skipping the line. Yeah,
With Rhea Ripley, on the other hand, it's kind of like she's been in the mix for the last 2 to 3 years, bro.
yeah, yes.
Right there.
And a
Like,
fan favorite at that,
and
good or
it's not a
bad.
problem with it's not a problem for me. But again, the mission statement, I thought we was gonna highlight Roxanne Perez. Me and Razor Ben spoke about this. Like, is she up on Raw? Is she still on NXT? We got the commentators referring to them as NXT girls. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Prior to the firings, we thought the same of Cora Jade. We thought the same of Dakota Kai and a few others that got let go. Because
Hmm.
Dakota Kai was on TV weekly, put up numbers,
yeah.
and then gone.
Got her up out of there.
What I say, they gave y'all a treat though in AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Very surprised to see
Was this
that.
the first time since Survivor Series? Since they had that one-on-one?
They said
The-
this is their fourth matchup. And the
Really?
last one, this is their fourth matchup. And the first one was at a TLC PLE in 2017, I think.
That's what I was thinking. Because Finn brought the demon fit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
said she's
again,
cold.
that was a treat. Like,
It was.
what you
I
thought
didn't
about it?
expect-
Like, Raw Netflix, baby, you was in the building.
It
Like,
was fire, bro. Like the whole presentation was cool, bro. The crowd was so into it, bro. That's what made it even more enjoyable, bro. Is the fact that
So
everybody was giving everybody good pops, bro. It was
so Streets. I gotta ask you this question.
yes.
I'm so HD. Have you been to a Raw on Netflix yet, or not the Garden yet?
I went to the one where Roman Reigns pulled Seth Rollins out the cage.
Ooh, I remember
Yeah.
that.
So
That was a cage fight
we've
match.
we've all experienced a Raw on Netflix.
Crazy. You
Raw
said what
Netflix.
now?
So we've all experienced a Raw on Netflix in person thus
Yes.
far.
Yes.
So what's your thoughts on that intro they do at the very start of the show?
Oh, that's
I
cool.
like it,
That
bro. I thought it was
welcome show with the
awesome, bro.
pyro.
We caught it like right when we was coming in. Like we had just got our tickets and was coming in and it was starting out. So we was like, oh, let's catch it. So I thought that was really super dope, bro. You know what I mean?
I thought that intro was just hard.
Yeah.
That shit was it. That shit was
It's really the word experience, like they put that in, like they embody the word experience. When you go to an event, you're enjoying an experience, bro. It's really an experience. Like that's what I felt like.
IMAX experience.
Yeah,
yes.
for
And
real,
you do a
bro.
good
Like,
job of making an experience an enjoyable one and one that's very memorable. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For
man.
sure. Like everything tonight was just on point, man. It was hitting, bro. It was cool to see CM Punk. You know, he also grew up here. He mentioned that in the last couple pay-per-views. Hey, you know, I trained in Louisville and all
Also,
that.
he's been dropping matches for OVW for the last 5 episodes.
Yeah, you know, type
Man,
shit. So
let's get into it. CM Punk opened the show. Like, were you happy to see CM Punk? Like, was that one of the people that you feel like? Me personally, when he came to the Garden, I was hyped. I'm like, nah, I gotta see CM Punk, bro.
gotta see him, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I didn't think,
I have
and I kind of had a feeling he was gonna be there, but to actually hear his music come out and like, oh, like It was super dope, bro. And then
At least you got to hear the song.
yeah.
When he was just
Yeah.
we heard the opening riff, and that was it, because that was at the very end of Raw. We didn't hear a single part of the song at all.
Damn.
Yeah, we got to see it, sing it. It was tight. And then I took my pop, so he was like, he never got to see CM Punk or Paul Heyman in person. And directly after that, Paul Heyman came out, ladies and gentlemen, and I was like, oh yes, it was dope, bro. It was dope.
Yo, go ahead. Yeah, I don't want to cut your wisdom, brother. What you gonna say?
No, it was just cool to see all that come together and see all of them in there and then say oh, like going to that event is just like if you're not a fan, you're gonna be one when you leave.
CM Punk told him you just a song, kid.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
He also called him Team CM Punk.
He be going in. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like Seth Rollins improved himself a lot. You know what I'm saying? He goes in and I like what he's doing right now. He's playing his role. He's like walking it down slow. I like it.
What was good with my man Braun Breaker's hands tonight, man? My man had the
what happened?
You ain't see how arms
I didn't get to see it,
were, bro.
Oh, what's the tan? It's the spray tan,
bro. The tan is
the tan must have blew up on his hand or something,
bro.
You gotta post a picture, bro. I ain't seen it,
bro. Yeah,
him and Heyman been looking extra. They look more bronze than me.
Orange, yeah. Hey, that man had me rolling. He be shaking up. He be so mad.
I like this pairing with Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. I just feel like they don't know what to do with Braun Breaker. Why do I say that? This is the third week where I see him. Last week he was in his leather jacket. Am I looking too much into that?
I thought he was in a suit last week.
One of these
the last couple weeks he's been in the suit.
One of them weeks though, he was in his leather jacket though while with Seth Rollins. Like he ditched the suit for a week, and now he's back in the suit. So I'm sitting there like I don't know what's the suit version of Braun Breaker like? Are
corporate.
Are you trying to dress up because you with Seth and he dressed?
Can you tame the beast? Is the question.
Yeah, like because I kind of
they said you can't put a muzzle on him. Seth said no, I'll muzzle that. I'll muzzle much, but just wait. Yeah. If this is how we're building up Braun to be a babyface. We might see we might witness a murder on a PLE.
I kind of maybe get Evolution Randy Orton vibes with the way he trying to maybe dress him, dress him in the suits, maybe kind of get him, the heel who kind of got a little bit of drip to him, but still, handles business. Not too much. If I got to spear somebody, I ain't got to come out too much. But, think about you see these rich guys, they, the corporate, they take off their suit jacket, roll the sleeves back, just enough to get some punches in, unbutton the collar a little bit, so I think that's kind of maybe.
If that man exhales, that suit's gone.
I just feel like the part that's weird, like we're going to compare Evolution, which I'm not saying that's what we're doing, but we bring up Evolution. And what sticks out to me is that upon arrival, like the mission statement is Triple H going for heavyweight gold, and then the rest of the team is going for gold. You got Randy going for the IC gold, Batista and Ric Flair going for the tag team gold. Does it look like we gonna have to add somebody? They had this imagery.
Yeah, but didn't they say there was one more person?
Everybody's been speculating. I think it's Sami Zayn. With what we've seen tonight, people think they're gonna get a person to match that 3 that was in the ring. Remember this though. Look, Triple H and Evolution was standing outside the ring. There's always a plan B. You know what I'm saying? And then Seth Rollins turned on his king wheel.
Yeah.
I feel like history might repeat itself in that fashion.
HD, how you gonna steal my bit?
You know why? Because we said it. It's too obvious almost, right? Like
it's only the last year and a half. You said, "No, I got it this time. I got it that time."
I got it this time. Bro, like it's almost right there in front of us that if they don't do that, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
All the signs are pointing to Sami Zayn. He wanted Seth Rollins on the War Games team first. That was his first pick when it came to that War Games match. Seth Rollins been trying to get Sammy to see the light about the bloodline for months, maybe years now. It's a lot. So
Okay.
Okay, so I want to play devil's advocate real quick. Say this does come to fruition next weekend.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility down the road this is another catalyst in which Jay gets recruited by the final boss? They all broke your heart and turned your back on you. I'll never do that to you. We are
Now look,
family.
I've been saying that too. Like, I don't think they're gonna leave that storyline with The Rock saying, "Hey, I want to be champion one more time." You know what I mean? Or hey, touching the belt when Cody was holding it. Hey, man,
I have a final ball shirt on. Finally, The Rock has come back to Brooklyn.
Hey, that's cold. Hey.
I don't know, but
either him or Cena, I think will hand the belt over. I can see that. Or we was talking about this in the car. What are you guys' thoughts on what's going to happen when Cody Rhodes comes back? Where does he fit in?
I think
You see, I was hoping he, instead of all the ref bumps we got against Cena, that he would have screwed over Randy. That's what I was hoping for.
Right.
Obviously, we didn't get that, so
I think we getting a babyface Cody Rhodes upon return, and it's gonna be the same thing. I hate to say
that's the unfortunate part.
I think he may go heel.
I think he needs
John
to.
Cena getting behind, the crowd now and saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna turn back babyface."
Especially if
Cody will come back and be like, "Hey, yeah, you're good now. Hustle, loyalty, respect. You're good. You're my hero again." I don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean, I've been saying this shit for a few weeks now, where I feel like in this 2025, the baby face is now the heel, and the heel is the baby face. The fans want to cheer for the heels, bro.
Yeah,
and when they feel like you're too good of a good guy baby face, they feel like you're full of shit. That's not the real you.
That's true. That's true.
To Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. I mean, and after some of us watch it for 10, 20 years, I mean, you kind of see the story where the baby face goes down that route where it's like, well, I was only doing this for this reason. This is how I really feel.
Yeah.
So it's hard to take a baby face credible.
But also, I think the reason for all that, as we like to call them tweeners, is maybe that's their way of zeroing in on the realism. If you gotta be an asshole, be an asshole. If you gotta be a bitch, be a bitch. Just don't be afraid to show your true colors. But the problem is, some folks are still determined to say, "Hey, the old way still works. It's okay to still say your prayers and take your vitamins. I'll prove it to you."
Right. And that's an uphill battle. Like again,
look at Cody.
Because even Cena, right, did it and at the very end turned heel. So even we can't even say, oh, Cena stood to the end.
Not even that. Again, for half his career, they hated his guts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For that very
five moves.
The 5 moves of doom.
The 5 moves of doom, yeah.
To where he trolled the fans and brought us the 6th move, which was that boof-ass lightning fist that he learned in China.
I remember I had friends that didn't like Cena just because he did the salute. Just because he would come. I'm telling you, bro. Just because he had dog tags.
Are fine. The Mark
Georgia. It's too marine, Sean.
Bro, like they were living. Like he stopped rapping. Nah, fuck Cena. Like they were tight, bro.
It's okay. Kofi Kingston stopped. Still, they don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, what happened to that? He was totally Jamaican. Brother can speak English. Now this nigga speaking English crazy. That's funny, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Like again,
though. Thugonomics.
Right now, I've said it the last week. Cena's doing the best work with what he's got. I feel like they pitched this idea for him to go heel. He seems like the guy that's up for a challenge, and I mean, he did his part. It's like, unfortunately, like the part that killed it for me at Backlash was Randy. Like Razor touched on this. Randy's acting when it came to that moment with R-Truth. Like you already know him. Like
if you're gonna call me Quote me
That was
properly.
trash,
I
bro.
was pissed off long before that. That's
Man,
what set you off. I was already gone by then.
Yeah, it was trash.
What
Roman
pissed me
Smart,
off?
man.
What pissed me off on the side for those 500 goddamn ref bumps was when all of a sudden folks and the Stooges came in, and then Randy was bugging on Ark and everybody. That's what pissed me off in the match.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Unnecessary.
corny, bro. It was unnecessary. It was corny, and then like
Like,
the
okay,
whole
if I'm all this, I'm telling Randy, you know what? I'm in charge. I'll be the ref. I guarantee that crowd goes ape shit. We can still
Bro,
have the rest of the bullshit happen, but still have that happen first.
it should have
yeah.
almost happened because it's like CM Punk grabbed the referee shirt a
I'm
year
good
ago.
now.
He grabbed the referee shirt, was able to referee. You gonna tell me Nick Aldis could have got,
That's never gonna not be funny.
Yeah.
but then they have the R Truth moment, which is not funny. It was
At
not
all.
cool.
It was corny. Like, no, don't kill John Cena. Don't. Don't end him. Like, what?
If Randy didn't act the way he did, and Randy was pissed the fuck off, and then R killed him on sight and brought back the whole stupid line, I'd have been fine with it. But because he acted fucking Mickey Mouse as all hell,
Yeah.
it's like, bro,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago you was talking about killing Kevin Owens and ripping his head off his shows off a punt. Now we doing this? Is that enough that Cole Conquer is trying his damnedest and even way better to say, hey, no, that Apex Predator's still there, that killer's still there, and we see that? Come on now.
Yeah, he could have moved a little differently. I ain't gonna lie. He could have been,
Whole
could have
lot
sold
different.
it. Yeah, he could have sold it a lot more. But I feel like at that point, everybody kind of already knew. Like, going into it, it felt like it was see through.
But
Everybody
again, at
knew
least
John Cena was gonna win.
that's it. Okay, at least shows what we want to see. If Randy's gonna bug the fuck out, okay, put him on nuclear crash on mode like it's
Yeah,
2008 again. Let
exactly.
him go absolutely ape shit. That's all we wanted to see in the beginning. We knew Cena wasn't gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Shit, Stevie Wonder could have seen that coming.
And like I said, for that to be their last match, that's how you end it. Like after all these years, like, true.
And what makes it more sad and almost a crime is right before that the match was just fine.
Mhm. And now I'm
It
hearing
was
it's supposed to
it
be.
was a vintage classic between the two of them.
I'm hearing it's supposed to be John Cena versus R Truth at main event. Like,
It better
I'm
be a
hearing
30-second squash match.
they're saying they're trying to push that, but that's garbage, bro. That's garbage.
It better be something similar to what we saw when it was Gunther versus Pat McAfee on Saturday, or worse than that. Like again, I love truth, but again, if this is what we're going for next weekend, this
Yeah,
better be an absolute mauling.
yeah, type of thing for sure.
But it's like, what's the idea? And then
Yeah,
what? Like, okay,
yeah, like
you beat Truth. Then what? Like, what? You gonna say that same shit? You gonna cut another? I need real competition.
yeah. Who would he battle at Money at the Bank?
That's. I mean,
I'm thinking about let's just say like you said, you do go handle R Truth. To that, then what? What's it for? What's the point?
I have this thought only because Michael Cole brought it up. Was probably the first person to bring it up. Me and Aisha were calling for it. Aisha, I don't know if you caught it. Michael Cole brought up the overall record between the two of them. It was dead even until that point.
wow.
That was the first time it was mentioned, if I'm not mistaken. Because again, we were clamoring for that to be brought up at least once in some way, shape, or form. What's the win-loss record? Who's got more wins? Who's got the longer winning streak between the two of them? The last match was 10 years ago. But
I.
on that notion,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on how the draft goes, whenever we get the draft, why not Rusev?
What about LA Knight?
Mm.
I'm thinking about we
See,
want a
he's
quality
on
match.
Raw right now. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think like I was impressed by LA Knight's performance in that Fatal 4-Way.
He did cool.
Yeah,
He did cool.
He from LA, so I see him getting like that LA pop over there. Well, he's built from there at least.
That's right. That's right. They are in LA.
Yeah, for Money in the Bank. I'm just thinking like how they did this one, like Randy Orton, St. Louis. Okay, that was the like. Are they gonna go with the hometown heroes since like Cena versus LA Knight, something that we ain't seen before?
If you really want to get folks to start cheering Cena again, AC, you might be okay with it just because it's absolutely diabolical. But hit up ADR.
I mean,
If you want to go crazy with it, let's get some real social media views popping. How about Bruno Del Rio?
that'd definitely get people talking in the worst ways.
What?
In the worst ways, right there.
I mean, they already re-signed it, so again, what worse could they get?
Right.
Or again, I don't know what his contract status is. This is a complete pipe dream. What are the Vegas odds we hear Fight of the Valkyries? The song for
Brian.
Mr. Brian Danielson.
I mean, that would be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I was never a big fan of it.
But again, I'm still talking the historical most of them. And another one. Now again, completely far fetched. Probably the most unlikely of them all. What if it's Brock?
That would, I think, turn the heat up, move the needle for sure. Because
And again, all three could do it respectfully, but again, we're talking again the history between the two of them. Again, we talk about Punk and everyone with the history of OVW. Brock was in that same class,
yeah,
and both essentially are virtually retired for the most part. I mean, Brock can do what Brock wants, but again,
what if?
a possibility.
Yeah, that'd be nasty. If they brought him back and then maybe led that into somehow Braun Breaker going after the belt. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, you took him out, but let the new up and coming talent go ahead and get this title shot. You know what I mean? Or
or even just the original Paul Heyman guy versus the new Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, type of thing. That'd be fire.
And then you could even get more crazy with it and nasty. And this is how you introduce Scott Steiner's sons, and you have the Steiner family right there born.
That'll be hard. Hey, you know what? Speaking of introducing people, I want to ask both of y'all. What's up with your boy Joe Hendry? We ain't seen him since Mania.
He's strictly TNA. That's the world champ right there.
Why the fuck you bring him out then?
Just for the Mania moment. He does a lot for NXT, but again, for the most part, he's swamped just with TNA right now.
Yeah. I was thought about that. I'm like, why they bring him out? What they gonna do anything else?
I'm surprised we haven't seen the Hardys pop up on the main roster yet.
Man,
Never.
Yeah. Y'all was seeing some shit. They're supposed to be doing some stuff in the Federation again. So,
well, hear me out, because think about it. The same day of Money in the Bank, you also got WWE Worlds Collide, which is TNA, AAA, and maybe TNA with NXT. Maybe Pro Wrestling Noah. Who knows? But again, at least up to 4 promotions. This is WWE's forbidden door right here.
Yeah.
Why not add in the main roster?
Why not? Be ignorant. It'd be dope.
So again, like I said, you want to grow the numbers by bringing more of that casual. Here's your shot. You want to spread significant money? Okay, put your money where your mouth is. Invest it in your future right now. Watch it grow within 6 months.
Yeah.
They ain't got nobody for Cena on SmackDown right now. They just burned through their best option, Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, burn through it that quick. As soon as he came, it's over with.
Wow. Yup. What's next?
It could have been Drew. It could have been Miz. Again,
Miz versus Cena seems corny though. I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like more of a raw.
Again,
raw match.
Just to get it out the way. Because think about it, Miz could clap out saying, "I beat you at WrestleMania for that championship." I walked in as champion and walked out as champion. I beat you when it mattered the most.
Yeah.
That's your story.
Yeah. Could. You definitely could. I don't know though. This Miz is kind of, I don't know. They got him kind of turned down. I think with Melo. They ain't really got him in the championship mode right now.
It's all right. He got the Dre chain.
I don't know what's the idea. Like I enjoy the scene and shit, but I don't understand the idea, bro. Because
And then,
if you're not putting over a young superstar, like whoever's gonna beat him,
yep.
if it's somebody that already been around, it's like,
And you know it is.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It's just gonna cement them. It's kind of like when Brock beat Undertaker for the streak. Folks wasn't happy. They felt like it should have been a younger superstar. You know what I'm saying? He's a
Nigga, I remember watching that holding my son. I was almost dropped him. What the fuck?
Oh, you got that ball dude in the gym that just
Yeah, I was like, he beat the streak. Like, there's one thing in wrestling you don't beat. It's the streak. It's the only thing that's that true. I felt like that was the only thing in wrestling that was like solidified in truth. Like, you just don't do that.
think about it.
You beat Undertaker at WrestleMania.
You had that and Daniel Bryan beating Evolution the same night.
It was crazy, bro. Shit was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I still don't think they should have did that, bro.
This was on some bullshit that weekend in Bourbon Street.
Yeah. And then they came back the next year and had like 2 more years after that. Like, what's the point of his nigga having like a warrant on the street now? Like a mark on the street. Like, what's the point of having them wrestle at WrestleMania anymore?
Apparently, just to build up Brock and Roman. That's the only I see out of it.
I guess.
After seeing Jey Uso tonight as champion and his appearance, do you feel like they're gonna realistically keep the belt on him for a while, or do you think like we seen tonight Gunther come out and tell him, you know, next month in Phoenix, I got next. You or Logan, I got next. Don't matter.
Well, before we get into that, I find it interesting that they're bringing up or they're advertising a world title match at our upcoming Raw.
Right.
They don't do it very often. And it's also funny that this is right after the PLE. Why not announce it for Money in the Bank?
Well, he said that Money in the Bank is supposed to be him versus whoever wins, it will be money. The winner will be a Money in the Bank, correct?
No, it's the Raw after.
In Phoenix, Money in the Bank gonna be in
I thought
California.
he said no. I thought he said that ain't they fighting in main event? Ain't Jey Uso and
Logan.
No,
yeah,
Seth,
fighting in main event, right?
Yeah.
Saturday's main event is next week, but the winner gets Gunther June 9th after Money in the Bank.
Oh, I thought he said he gets him at Money at the Bank.
It's the Raw after.
In Phoenix.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I thought it was pay-per-view, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe I was too much.
So that leads me to believe that again there's a chance.
Too loud.
So what are the chances we burn away Cena versus Punk at Money in the Bank?
I mean, who would Jimmy be wrestling? I mean, Jay be wrestling.
Again, you can because again he gets Gunther that Raw, but again the winner.
Fighting, yeah.
So SummerSlam, you can. What about Drew? Put Drew on Raw. Again, if aside from Gunther, if you're gonna give Jay credible World Championship talent, again, get Drew McIntyre, build him up for Roman. See where those two stand mano a mano at this point in time. Now that Jay's been elevated and Roman's been substantially cooled off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like he has to, he has to prove himself. I feel like, the year with Cody as champion went by really fast. Cody kind of proved himself, but it was
too long if you ask me.
you know. So I feel like maybe they might maybe cut that in half for for him. Maybe not have him do a whole year with the belt. Maybe have him come out and lose it.
I think
But then
that
again,
most.
I feel like it would be just another rival between him and Gunther again. It would be like, can you beat Gunther for the belt again? I don't know.
Or again, if he beats him this time again, then you got to put him through a ringer of sorts. Again, put him against
Yeah.
a Drew, maybe a Sheamus, since he's back in action. I guess again at maybe a SummerSlam or even Survivor Series, have him versus Roman.
Yeah. Yeah.
But give him credible opponents. That's the only way you're going to
Yeah, he
see
gotta,
get
yeah.
there's any mileage out of him. Now, as far as the promo, this promo was a lot better than the entire WrestleMania build, if you ask me, from Jay. Because again, he has that confidence in him now.
Yeah, he do. He got the energy. He got that, that spark, that battery in his back,
He knows how to control it now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The only thing I was thinking about too, I had told Razor, I'm like, Seth Rollins could possibly win the Money in the Bank, try to cash in on Jay. Now I'm thinking, what if Roman comes to help Jay while this attempted cash in happens? It's a lot. Like it's still Roman. Roman got spared a few weeks ago from Braun Breaker. We don't know where he been at.
Mm-hmm.
He waiting for that moment, plotting.
He come back.
But also, again, to play devil's advocate, should that happen, Roma could always look to Gunther and say, "You wouldn't have that if it weren't for me," and then that starts that project right there.
Yeah.
So again, that there's a lot that could happen out of that one little moment, and then vice versa. Roman could look tell Jay the same thing, and then again, Jay could tell him, "Hey, we ain't kids no more. I'm your equal, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, run it back.
I'm world champion. You're
You
not."
world champion now. Yeah, yeah. Run it back. Be tight. You know. But let me ask y'all this, because you know who my dude is. Fuck two. So let's get into that. With this Cobb character. This is knockoff Rhino guy. What do you guys
Hey! I will not tolerate any Jeff Cobb slander.
Hey man, I don't know. He came out of left field, bro. What's up with him? I don't have any history on him. You know what I mean?
So again,
fill me in. Let me know.
he's a California legend and all that. He's been up and down the block out here, but also he's been big in Ring of Honor, massive star in New Japan. Power wise, he might be as strong as Braun Strowman, if not stronger.
Mm.
He actually is strong. This man is strong. Also, I I was telling one of my boys this big bastard can do a standing moonsault. He's just as athletic as Jacob Fatu.
Oh, that's tight. Okay, so maybe I'm
This
taking
man is nasty.
maybe I'm hating on him
And
from the jump, but
also, again, if you let him do his thing, he's slick on the mic. You heard it here first, folks.
okay. Okay. I don't know, man. I think it was the beer belly and just
That's
kinda
definitely
like
what it was, bro.
the beer belly for me. He like somebody's uncle out there who hopped the barricade, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Nah, like it really was. It really was that, bro. I'm gonna come clean. Like when
Yeah,
Jacob
yeah.
came through, like he was in phenomenal shape.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes.
Just imagine someone Otis's stature that's as athletic as an Ivar or a Jacob.
Yeah, he was. He came out. I
He,
think
like, he did that cross body splash to dude on a turn on a post out there.
Tonight, I think.
Yeah, he just went splat on the floor. Splat. It was
Okay,
like,
he never done that before. That's a new one.
he did some new shit like
Never seen that before.
I think they're trying shit.
yeah, he just did a body splash on the floor. He's up the outside turnbuckle, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, he's tripping.
I mean, I was hyped for his arrival. I don't think like I'm gonna be honest, like the bloodline shit, they already got a lot of players in it, and this feels like a reach to me. Like,
But again, this isn't blood. This is just street dudes essentially. Again, let's see where the gorillas lie.
Right.
Is he
It's gonna
part?
come down.
Is he a
No,
part of their bloodline? No.
no, no. This man is Guamanian, Hawaiian, Mexican, and a couple other things. I think, and Filipino. He might have some island in him. It would surprise me, but again, but also this man is a former Olympian as well.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he got that credibility.
So do you think they're gonna screw my man out of the title?
Honestly, if you were to match up Jacob and Cobb, that match going to shock the fuck out of a lot of people. If you let them do their thing, don't whether it's 10 minutes or 30 minutes.
Well, I heard there was rivals in whatever little federation that was in. There was already
Yeah,
feud. You know what I'm saying?
I think that might have been that was a picture that's on the internet about with them.
Yeah, yeah.
That was from I think Defy or something like that. That's or some promotion I think up in Washington where Swerve's from.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, like that that match is gonna be something special.
That's something to watch out for right there. Now, do you think they bring Jeff Cobb now? Because obviously Solo said, "Yo, our soldiers are hurt. We need some more soldiers." Like, you think they just pull the plug because Tom is hurt, Song is hurt?
Well, again, maybe they ride with Jacob and they told Solo, "Hey, this ain't what we signed up for. You can't just replace us."
Mm.
Also, Cobb got history with Tama and Tagalova in New Japan as well. So again,
Does he?
this could be some fun stuff that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty dope. I didn't know nothing about him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know who he was, or you
Oh
know.
yeah, you two would easily be a fan of his work.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to check him out.
I've definitely seen a few of his matches.
What
I
you think
just
about
think,
him? Actually, you rocking with him?
oh no, he's solid. Like I think he's solid, but this is the first time on camera on TV that I seen him like kind of so small. Like I'm be
Yeah,
real.
dude looked tiny. That's why I was like, he looked smaller than Jacob Fatu. So I'm like,
Also, you gotta figure Ellen that's like 6'5" or something like that.
Yeah, bro. It was just like it was crazy visually to see.
Ain't that many folks above? I think 6'3", 6'4" in Japan.
Word though, you ain't lying though. Like,
Aside from maybe Hikuleo.
yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely interested to see what they got going on because I want Jacob to keep flourishing in these storylines. I want them to eventually get to Solo versus Jacob, whether it's for the title or not. I
Yeah,
just
for
feel like
sure.
that needs to happen because there's a little like
I'm a
continuity,
little shocked that wasn't that Mania, to
bro.
be
For real,
honest.
Yeah,
they just
Because
want to give him this
even if
moment.
Cobb's gonna interfere, honestly, you take LA9 out that match, you put Solo in that match. I'm good.
yeah. I'll do a dope ass match. You know what I'm saying? Plus, they got history, and you know it's you know how it is when you fighting somebody who you grew up with or one of your cousins. It's like we're gonna really put on a show because we was wrestling in the living room, thinking about stuff like this. So your cousin's better than anything. You can make it look more real and make it sell. With your family.
I mean,
So
you saw how excited him and Rumble were at the Rumble.
yeah, you know what I mean? So I mean, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be a cool thing. My thing is when they gonna bring Zilla, man? Where you at, Zilla, man? I know you watching. Where you at, man? Come on to the WWE. We need you. That would have been more crazy, I think. If
Fuck. Who's he running with right now? Shit. 'Cause I know, I think he's either wrapping up something with Booker
he is, I think.
or was it? Oh no, it was AJ Francis that he's beef for now. HD.
I thought it was with Booker.
Yeah, he was because he just had a
Or
match.
they all might be in cahoots together. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right because I
yeah,
think Jerry got involved now with that.
I say that. I'm ready for his arrival, man. I think he gonna really shake things up, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't know. I feel like
You got about three family members at least that they're ready to sign off the Indies. Zilla, Journey, and Damu.
Who the hell is that?
Yokozuna's nephew.
Damo, huh?
Uh
Damu, huh?
Oh. All right, all right.
huh.
I know Journey Fatu is Jacob's brother, right?
Yeah, they're from Rancho, about 10, 15 minutes from me. I used to play rugby with Journey.
I know. I'm ready for the Survivor Series where it's gonna be Bloodline versus Bloodline again, where it's gonna be deep, deep. That's
Nah,
gonna be cold.
I'm not. Not if they
Why
gonna
not?
add CM Punk and like some.
No, man, I'm talking about actual like
Having a
everybody in here, bro, from the island. Yeah, ain't no feelings, bro.
Some favors get involved. You heard?
Nah, fuck that. Nah, Paul could be
Stipulate,
the referee.
man.
Man,
Cause
He could play zebra.
that's kind of where I got the continuity issues. Like Solo lost to Roman Reigns on the debut of Netflix, and losses have consequences. These guys are still running with Solo, like still like basically.
underneath his reign.
Yes, to a degree, running his plays. Like, cause in my eyes, yeah, Jacob badass. He could say, but Solo did tell you to go get that belt, right? Like, or he's positioning you to go get that belt. You still around him, still like fake vibing with him. So I feel like I need something to happen, and it sucks a little bit that they're waiting for Solo to do Jacob dirty because the fans are already behind Jacob. We don't need something crazy to happen for him to be a baby
Buster,
face.
yeah. Facts.
You know
Not
what
at
I'm saying?
all.
He
Not
could
at
have just
all.
pressed Solo like he was about to that episode when he was looking for him, throwing stuff in the back. Yo, where's Solo? Where's Solo? And then he just sees Solo just sitting there with the all white. And Solo's like, what happened?
Yeah, he could have pushed the issue right there and pressed it and then, like,
Yeah, and they kind of like started slow stroke. Like, how you feel
hmm
about the whole taking along with the storylines? Like, I'm good with callbacks. I'm good with honoring something that might have happened 5 years ago and reminding the folks, telling us about it,
yeah.
informing us on history. But that ass taking a whole year to do something that could have been done in 6 months, and then sometimes it be the reverse. They do in 6 months, rush work, and should have
What should have been
actually
spread out over the course of a
yes,
year. Yeah.
yes,
But they rushing instead.
yeah. Makes no sense to me
Because
sometimes.
it makes perfect sense that they're dumbing down the formula to make it easy for AW to catch up.
I mean, that's when the business is at its best when it's competition. For
Right?
Yeah,
real.
competition. So again, they gotta dumb themselves down in hopes that they catch up. Then you smoke them.
I ain't gonna lie, at that rate, I love wrestling so much that I might just go back watch the Attitude Era. I'm not gonna completely stop watching wrestling, but shit, it's like a person that doesn't like trap music in 2025. They go back and listen to the old hip hop.
Oh, yep. The old trap music. We're starting for shit for sure.
Yeah, they like I can't get with this new jazz. I'm gonna go listen to that old stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. I don't know, bro. I'm getting pushed to them
That's kind of where you're
territories.
headed to.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
To the original ruthless aggression. To the original, attitude there, like you said, when
you
shit
want to
had
see the hot
substance.
penny matches again.
bro. I'm gonna be honest. Even past the point when they already beat WCW, when they had them WCW cats on the WWF roster,
Yeah,
even
yep,
that
yep,
era was fake, like lit too, bro.
yeah,
Booker
for
T
sure it
coming over,
was.
him and Austin fighting through supermarkets. Like we don't get
Yeah,
shit
that
like
was
that no more,
ignorant. Yeah, that
bro.
was dope. That was
Ah,
dope.
shit's on a jackass.
Yeah, we don't give shit like that no more, bro.
At all, bro. At all.
Like, you feel me? You don't like, yeah, bro. It's not too many dynamics. Like, again, everything is so kind of like it's either too serious or it's just too wonky. Like, it's not even comical. It's just wonky. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
again, I'm
Bullshit.
It's just like it's
yeah,
goofy.
bro.
Just
Why?
goofy.
Why is six would have
Goofy
never
as fuck.
been like if the Why is six was supposed to be like a Ministry of Darkness or some shit? Like we seen how they was handled on the main roster with Vince the first time. They was like, bro, people were like, oh, the Y6, like this group is whoa. You know what I'm
Dominating.
saying?
Yeah, they dominating shit.
Yeah, like this version of them kind of felt like we waiting for something to happen.
I just want to know why they pulled everybody off when it was just Bo that was hurt.
You got fucking Alexa Bliss back,
Yeah.
dressing like she part of the group, but she not. Like, is she in? Is she not? Is she in? Is she not? I don't understand. Streets, help me. Is Alexa Bliss in the Y6? Is she not, bro? I don't know.
Or is she team with
Right.
Charlotte Flair?
Right. You see that? Man, we need to talk. What you talk
What
about?
you talk
She was
about,
so
right?
right. Y'all talking about like, and the crazy part is Charlotte, like she was about to listen to her. Like, okay, come on, look at your short ass on.
It's the only person I want to talk to Charlotte back there right now.
Right.
So Charlotte's willing to listen.
I was like,
Hey,
what's the team?
Man, bro, it's like I don't understand. And that's the continuity in itself. The match work with the talent of doing in the ring is phenomenal. But again, I've said this off air with Razor. If I solely just want to watch wrestling, I can watch AEW. I can watch New Japan.
Yeah.
We can watch TNA.
Yeah.
There's great wrestling all over the place.
Storyline and everything else with this, man. I'm watching for that too. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna, make it tight, make it tight. Don't just, rush it like you said. Don't put sloppy work into it. Make it make sense.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe check out Honor Club if that's still around.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. As much as I was happy to see AJ Styles and Finn Balor tonight, I was kind of disappointed that I don't know if I missed it, but I felt like there was no more seeds to further the Finn and Dom right there, other than Dom wasn't at ringside with him.
Yeah.
Well, again, he wants to know where Liv is, and also, again,
Yeah.
about my time zones.
Yeah, there was with the skull, and she's over here, and you're over here.
Here's the sun.
Yeah, like
So
that's
another way. Blunt just said, "Huh."
That's
I feel
another
like
way.
it's only a matter of time before he turns on him too. You
Yeah,
tell by the little side eyes he's giving him and looking, like they're trying to foreshadow that it's coming.
Bro, they made
Dom's shoot over, so it's like we gotta stay bad. You gotta be good, but bad. We gotta kick you out.
Right, it's like a weird dynamic. Yeah.
Yep. It's like you're no longer the bad guy who's Dirty Dom. You're like you're clean, Dirty Dom. You're like you're over now. You know what I mean? You're over, and we're not. So we gotta put you down for that. You
now,
can't get in the game. Nobody gets bigger in the game.
Now, should we be surprised that this level of popularity has grown for Dom as quick as it has?
I don't think it's grown that quick. I think he put in the work and he's been there for a minute.
But think about it. Like in the blink of an eye, he's gone from the most hated guy in the business to now he's easily one of, if not one of the top 5, respectfully, most popular.
But
and it's like that.
I'm gonna be honest. Me and HD kind of started this thing, the villain thing. We saw it a while back. We was like, you know what? I'm not on the good guy, bro. You know what? I'm on my DX when they first came out type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting people on alert. I'm not your friend. We the villains. Like, boo! We are. Look, to the crowd. Get out of here. You grabbing signs and tearing them like, nah, we the shit. Camera on us. We're interrupting people's interviews, And I feel like we kind of kicked it off. And then now you see a lot of people wanting to be like cheering on the villain. It's the villain art. It's the villain era. You know what I mean? So that, In
the words of Ric Flair, learn to love it.
Yeah. Yep. And this is the first time I feel like where it's been so many bad guys getting the cheer. Austin was a vigilante. He was not good. He was bad at first. Then he was good because he was on nobody's side. He was like a rattlesnake. I'm gonna buy whoever. It's me against the world. Like, don't trust anybody. You know what I'm saying? Not even my boss.
But in Dom's case, it's like, fuck my dad. My dad ain't shit.
Yes, and a lot of people relate to that. Like, they don't like their parents, or especially the younger generation. They're on that. F my parents. I'm the shit. It's me.
Dom saying fuck my dad, Cena saying fuck them kids.
Yeah, Yeah.
And it's the intangibles. It's the shit we don't see. It's how everything you just mentioned, how they maintain kayfabe. Oh, they don't like each other in the story. You don't see him and his pops outside. That garners a lot of respect from the fans in
Yeah.
itself, right there. So
Yeah.
he's been a heel, but like you said, in 2025, when we know the behind the works, we appreciate it. So now we love Dom for it. We don't hate him for it. We love him for it.
Yes.
No, 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 no. Unfortunately, many folks love Dom because he pulled two of the baddest women WWE's ever had. When Rhea and Liv. That's why they love him. It just so happens that he low key nice in the ring. I mean, you saw that DDT at Backlash.
I'm gonna say this.
I've been telling my boy.
Rhea Ripley in
Luchador
person's a
in the game
whole
right now.
different beast. Rhea Ripley in person's a whole different beast. Woo! Wee! It was dope. It was dope. Hurt. Cheers to that. Like, ooh, wee.
Yeah, bro. Be like, dude on top. How you gonna hate that?
And again, just he sneakily been getting better in the ring too. I don't even notice that he put on some sizes last year.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I'll say no. Dom coming into that grown man strength right now, so he's only getting better.
For sure.
He puts the work in the gym. He's getting in the ring.
He's in that gym.
He definitely built that callus over these last 5 years.
But you know what though? If you look at his daddy was on thin, skinny. Now look at his daddy. He was up when he came to the WWE. He was bulked up, way bigger, got that grown man strength. So you know.
But think about it. 7. Ray's like 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, but I mean, he was still like super thin. You know, if you go back and look at the old Rey Mysterio from WCW, and you look at him when he came back and was, you know, kind of bulked up, he got a little muscle to him. His chest was bigger. He had that grown man strength. So maybe, you know, Dom's going, you know, online with that as well. And he's taller than his dad, so he may, you know, pack on some more muscle, you know. It's about that time. You champion now. Gotta hit the gym more, baby. You know what I'm saying? You the champ now.
You want these chests to get bigger? You better get bigger, my boy.
For real.
He just gets.
I mean,
everything.
You see, Jay still been working out with Braun Breaker. Braun, that boy's strong.
Yeah, that boy is huge, dog. Pause. Please.
What else we had on the episode for tonight? We had Penta and Chad Gable. How you felt about seeing Penta tonight?
Amazing, bro. That was fire, bro.
He was out there.
Oh, he's going in, bro. I mean, it was cool, and to see him come back at the end, and you know, help your boy. That was tight. I thought it was real cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. He did his thing. It was cool to see him in action. He put on a good match, man. You know what I'm saying? My brother thought he was gonna lose. My brother thought he was gonna lose for sure. He's like, oh, he's lost. I'm like, nah.
The only way I'm gonna really enjoy this whole Chad Gable and all this extra shit is if somehow Vampiro is included in this. For real, bro.
Okay, so let me guess. I think we're on the same wavelength. You and I both want to know who the fuck was holding that box with the mask.
Yeah, bro, the dark arts business, like the whole Lucha Underground vibes, bro. Like, and now we got Penta. Penta, his master was Vampiro and Lucha Underground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if they, I don't know, bro. I feel like they also just dragging this Chad Gable, Grande Americana, yeah. Like,
that's crap, bro.
What if they try to use one of my old theories of? Do you remember who I said one of the initial people behind Grande Americana was?
Who?
HD, do you remember?
Nah.
The Kingo. What if you put him and Gable together versus Penta and whether it's Phoenix or whoever?
Well, Phoenix, you already know. They need to go ahead and put Phoenix in there with his brother and get it going. Yeah.
But again, what if Vikingo is the imposter El Grande Americano?
I could just be off with this statement, but it's like, all right, you have Penta come in earlier than Ray Phoenix. Now that they both on the roster, bro, tag team. Like, what are we
Yeah, for
waiting
sure.
for?
Off the muscle. Yeah, I don't see why you haven't introduced them like as brothers already. Like, let it be known. Like
They,
that's his brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here's the thing, though. On SmackDown, that's all they talk about with Phoenix.
right, and it's kind of
Yes.
like,
So here's what I noticed on Raw. They'll touch on Phoenix from time to time, but for the most part they talk about how Pent has become a star, billing him as a singles guy. Whereas SmackDown, they're basically telling us, oh, he's going to end up being a tag team guy because they always talk about the Lucha Brothers. They always talk about what him and his brother have done. So, I mean, they're kind of telling us that Phoenix is going to be with his brother eventually, but it's like,
yeah, what you waiting on? That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like, what are y'all waiting on, bro? And I feel like I ain't
SummerSlam,
gonna lie.
the draft.
I done
SummerSlam,
seen Penta do some crazy matches, bro. I done seen him in some crazy stuff, bro. And I feel like he still ain't like performed to his best ability in the WWE, bro. I feel like he's
He's
still
not
kind
out
of
of gear yet.
holding back, bro. Yeah, he ain't even. I feel like he's still holding back. Like the fans,
That
they don't even see how good he is yet. Like he's holding back. I feel like if he's been wrestling, it's
because
been like
shit
recent.
became gimmick, bro.
Like
After
yeah,
his first, after his first few appearances, those are like kind of dream matchup scenarios where they were just putting him up against great wrestlers. And then now that he's actually in story, there was that story being told with his leg in one of the matches, and now the Grande Americano stuff with the whole plate in the head. Like, so like you're saying, it's limiting the showcase because you got to tell the story. But once you get past that and right to the real business, bro, that's what I'm
then
waiting.
it's gonna be fire because he
Yeah,
can go crazy, bro. But like you said, they're
got
gonna
to tell the
move
story.
storyline, and I'll be so happy when they done with this Grande Americano dude. Like he's just a dude's
But
annoying.
yeah, that's what I do give Penta though. I feel like he was able to adjust to the WWE style very quickly because people can say what they want, but not everybody else that came from AEW went right to the main roster. Some of them cats went to NXT.
well, also between the two of them, Pent has always been the more natural entertainer. Phoenix has always been strictly business in the ring.
Yeah, Penta gets it.
Bring
That
it and turn
interaction
into
with
a
the crowd,
tumultuous.
that interaction with the crowd be
Yeah.
A1. I be wanting to sit this saddle, yeah.
I swear, God, that shit was fire, bro. And then to see him go, and the fire come behind. Oh man, bro, I gotta show you. I got on camera.
You saw the 20,000 pounds that he got?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit's
it's like,
cold, man.
man.
I was in there walking in the aisle like him. I'm like, I was like, that shit is so cold, bro. It was something.
And I mean, again, for that, I think Penta had picked up the victory right there. Again, that's why I don't know what's going on. Like they lose to Grande Americano, but they beat Chad Gable. Like, is Chad better as Grande Americano? So does that be his new gimmick? Like,
Right,
it's crazy, bro.
right, type of shit. I saw them a lot tonight. I ain't gonna lie, I got tired of hearing that entrance music. I was like, oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, yeah. Because
Oh, they
I mean,
came out
right
like
after
three
that match,
times.
yeah,
Yeah.
after that match, you get the War Raiders and American Made.
I was like, man, listen to me. I'm so tired of hearing the entrance music, bro. Please give us somebody else, bro. Oh, please. They came out and cut a promo. I was like, bro, come on. Yeah, it was whack.
The War Raiders and American Made. I don't know, bro. I was hyped when the War Raiders came back, but it's not enough going on to just be putting them out there. Like they just kind of put them out there,
Facts.
Unify the tag team division again. It's okay.
bro. Like yeah, I mean, listen, I'm
You
not
ain't
mad
gonna
for who
have both sides.
Right.
Can I get a promo though? Like at least I used to hear the Legion to do what a rush. Like they'll say whatever the fuck they'll say. Yeah, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
can I get some fucking something like to get behind these guys? Like, oh yeah, nah, that's cool,
Right.
bro. I'm about to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see, like you said, Fatu earlier. Like he cuts his promo, he's
Ah.
quote
And
machine,
look,
bro.
it was
All
people,
gas, no play, like,
leaving the thing talking about, I'm all gas. No breaks. Yeah, I mean, that's why mad people were saying that when we was leaving
Yeah,
the
bro.
arena.
Hope
So
machine, bro. Like, get these dudes some time, whether it's in their own way, bro. Whatever Viking shit they got to say, bro. Let them talk they Viking shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you'll tolerate it even if it's cringe.
nah,
yeah, because it's
nah, nah,
not
nah, nah.
cringe, but you gotta
It,
at least
it
come
Oh,
with
gotta
it.
be,
So,
hold on.
nah, nah,
He said,
nah.
no, wait a minute. He said, wait. Let's talk about this real quick.
hey, look,
It,
at this point,
it gotta be menacing, bro. Like,
There's no in
right?
this.
Look, at this point, if you don't pull your phone out and use AI to make you a little
a promo or
a
something, bro.
promo right quick, like cut me
Well,
one, it's menacing,
here's the
They
problem.
need to
Maybe
know them
they're
a
using bad
Viking,
prompts.
huh?
right?
Maybe they can't make a prompt for themselves.
Man,
Maybe they can't, bro. That'd
they
be
need to use
all.
that grok or something, man. Hit that
You know
grok.
what
But again, but as far as that, either you got it or you don't. I mean, some can figure it out, but for the most part, if you don't got it, you don't got it.
Yeah.
Like the new
Or
day. I know
get,
you ain't get to
get
hear
them
it.
her.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what they were saying.
Yeah, like to me, they commentary is A1, bro. They were sitting there basically trying to discredit the Viking Raiders, but
Michael
you
Cole
could
is an unbiased. He's a biased. He's a judgmental journalist. He don't
flame
know
it.
how to do his job.
You said for real, bro?
That's what Wiz was telling him.
I'm screaming,
Like
bro.
yeah, this version of Woods and Kofi, bro. I've never heard Kofi talk so well.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
I was skeptical about this, but I'm glad I was wrong. This is hands down the best stuff they've done in a long time, if probably
Mhm.
ever.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah, I
Big
agree.
E's ever gonna come back and make his return and possibly, take them down in any way, shape, or form? Or what do you think about that?
I
Big
want to
E
see him
just
come back
cooked.
and help them.
Okay, help. I mean, and be a bad guy and be a heel.
Yeah,
You serious about that?
yeah,
You
Okay.
dead ass about that, ain't you?
Look at the villain
yeah,
smile. He was like, yeah.
yeah,
Halfway.
yeah.
This nigga AD
They
had the villain smile.
done everything but kick this man's dog, and you want him to just be okay with that?
Oh yeah.
That's what I said. Like you, but you know
Oh,
what?
no, no,
Somebody got.
no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
not gonna
I,
lie.
if
Somebody's gonna
I'm
do that.
begging,
Look, Sami Zayn, Big E, Cody Rhodes. Somebody's gonna eat a shit sandwich, bro, and be like, "Yeah, it's cool." Look, Jay Uso. What? Somebody's gonna do it, bro. Somebody's gonna get their head busted, like how Seth Rollins was like, "Look, just take it. Let it look. Just either join the train or get the fuck out the way." I think he's gonna get mowed over and be like, "I'm tired of it. I'm joining." How many people did
I'm
that back
joining.
in the NWO? They would get whooped and they're like, "You know what? If I can't beat them, I'm joining them, bro. I'm
nah,
joining,
DDP's
bro."
like, nah, you gotta fight me. DDP said, I went for, yeah, cool. No, get these hands, bitch. Diamond
Bang,
cutter.
diamond cutter, bang. But I feel like somebody, whether it's Jay Uso joining The Rock or Cody coming back and joining The Rock, you know what I'm saying, or joining Cena, or Sami Zayn joining Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. Somebody's gonna do it. That's what I feel.
It's
That's what
What,
happened.
break Big E to come back?
Yeah, well, take the advice.
Mm.
Nobody ever takes the advice of the villain. It's always like, I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna go against the heel. I'm gonna go against. Haven't been done in a while.
I'm just saying,
You might be reflecting this.
If I'm Big E after what they said to me, nah, y'all gotta run these fades. Both y'all, 2-on-1 right now.
But
Put them
what
up.
what lie was told?
Yeah.
It
What
don't
lie
matter.
was
Like,
told?
you have to say that shit in public. We're grown ass men. Y'all got my number.
And most importantly, they said it to his
But
face.
yeah,
Yeah, especially you got to catch these hands now.
yeah,
Dude, that's gonna be on TV.
just fighting.
Yeah, no lies were told. If I'm your boy, right? You want me to keep it a bean, bro? Yo, you sold me out for some new chick that you just met, bro.
Hey, keep it a buck and bleed them lines in between reality. Look, man, where was you at before this? Before these cheeks came into the picture, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
You was over here putting pancakes in your singlet.
Yep.
Out of
Yeah.
here.
And
Riding
look,
the
you know what?
unicorn with us.
Everybody got a homeboy or homegirl that's like, man, you done switched up now. You got this new person in your life. Where you at? You don't act the same. You different now. You know what I'm saying? And you got like,
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy now. You the bad guy.
He
You
still
the
show up to
dog.
work. Yo, he still shows up to work to do the pre-shows,
Mm-hmm.
but he ain't show up to be in a corner.
Type shit. Yep. Like you said. Yep.
No
Could have been
lives
there.
being. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. You could have been there.
And
You there?
By,
You
by,
there?
by default, then wouldn't Biggie be the heel and New Day be the baby faces again?
that's what they've been trying to claim.
Yeah.
They've been
Yeah.
saying that. Yo, y'all mad at us because we told Big E the truth
Hey,
about the
maybe they walking down
situation.
the center path. Like, y'all mad at me, but I'm telling y'all the truth. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my final rebuttal to that.
Okay.
Show them this calls.
Look, it's too personal. It's too personal. You could have called me. You could have called
Called
me.
me.
Like, what are you doing, man? You just gonna take it public without letting me know?
Man.
Or if you claim they pulled up and they didn't, show the ring footage.
Yo, Big E didn't even walk out with them on the 10th year anniversary streets. He came out when him and Kofi started arguing.
Not good at all, bro. Yeah. You ain't there with us. It's all bad, bro. I ain't feeling it.
He said, I ain't
I ain't
feeling it.
feeling it, bro. You be feeling that? That's your boy too? Like, hell no.
What I thought was appropriate is that like Xavier Woods navigated that ship because like when they first came in, they were a heel team, a heel
Yeah.
faction.
Yeah.
So I would like for them to spin the block back on that with Big E. Like, bro, y'all started as heels.
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah.
Big E going bitch up now? Oh, you told me my neck was broken and I'm with a new girl, so I can't be your friend no more.
But
Now,
how
brothers,
many injuries the Woods have and Woods back to work within a couple weeks?
right? The torn Achilles.
Half the time we didn't know he was hurt. He always hurt with Francesca. We had no clue he was hurt. We just thought he was chilling.
Facts. Xavier was there, hurt. Man,
Or not, yeah. Nigga was showing up, showing out.
yeah, bro. I think it's a good dynamic they got. I'm glad that the New Day got the tag team belts. I'm just like I wish that the Raw tag teams, like the Creed brothers, are nice. They need. I thought being paired with Gable, they'll have a little bit more like America's greatest tag, like the team that Kurt Angle had,
Mm-hmm.
the world's greatest tag team, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. I thought they'll have like that kind of aura and vibe. Like I truly don't feel any of that.
Look, the sooner we unify the belts, the sooner we get New Day versus the Motor City Machine Guns, the sooner we get the New Day versus the Gorillas, the sooner we get them versus DIY, the sooner we get them versus Pretty Deadly, which will hopefully lead to the New Day versus the Usos for a few more times as they ride off into the sunset with their respective careers.
These are legendary matchups you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Box office.
Yeah. Because again, like I said, New Day did a phenomenal job at revitalizing whatever they got left in that tank right there. Like we thought it was over. Like it was almost bad to see just Xavier and Kofi out there, and here they are in 2025 as champions and doing their best work. Like
Teams don't last 10 years ever.
yeah, that. Whew. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was over. Especially that build. Like that's another thing. That build up was. They did good with them right there in that build up. Like, just wish there was some more like stuff going on for these other, like again, Viking Raiders. They need some story because this ain't that ain't it. Just having them in the tag team scene and oh yeah, they former champions, so we're gonna put them in this matchup. Like, I seen that like 3 weeks in a row with them. Judgment Day, Creed Brothers. Who like what else? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
And again, if we had unified divisions, incorporate
Yep.
into
You
the
get that
Appalachian games
problem.
with the Vikings. Again, just they've proven as many times they've tried, they cannot fill a division on Raw and SmackDown for tag teams, which blows my mind. And it's not a matter of TV time; it's just there's nothing there. or nothing consistent, but only a small handful on each side. So again, unify the belts again, and just let those teams do what the women do, and just jump from all three brands, NXT included.
I'm gonna be honest too. Just on a power move, I don't know why. Maybe it's going backwards, but I'd have let Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker get the tag team belts.
That
Just
would
on
have been
some,
interesting.
Yeah. Hey,
just on
that'd be
some
fire.
dominant
That'd
shit.
be fire.
Like,
Yeah, like on some we taking it like,
yeah,
we
like
want
a
it
modern
all.
day 2-man power trip.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H and Austin, or like,
Yep.
you know, and then we start to see
That'd be
their
real power.
relationship either develop or trickle, have his downfalls from
Yeah.
there.
Go a
But
little
Seth,
bit,
Seth has proven that he's proven he ain't trying to ride second fiddle with nobody.
Right. And he's done that to. He's been tag team champion with Jason Jordan. Like, he's done this
When
shit.
was the last time he held tag team gold?
That's a good question.
Good.
Might I don't want to say it was that time period, but that's the last I remember. It might have been that right there. The
I,
Jason
I don't I don't recall him ever having double champ status, or am I wrong?
he had the United States and the World Heavyweight,
Oh,
but
man, oh,
tag team and
that's right.
something
Yeah.
else, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Because that's when he broke Cena's nose on with the U.S. belt.
Yep. And then it was that night of champions. He had to defend twice against Cena and Sting in the same night. Yeah, I think like if you're not doing nothing with the tag team belts, we see them do it with the ladies. Y'all let the likes of Jade Cargill and Naomi, I mean Bianca Belair, capture the women's tag team belts. I think right now on Raw, like maybe they could have benefited from going against a tag team like the New Day that is so decorated.
Okay, so now let me allow me to piss both of you off right now. Let's say we unify the belts at the next PLE. Okay, hypothetically,
all right.
who do you want with the belts right now? New Day or the Profits?
The Street Profits, they're gonna
So,
give me
yeah,
the better matches.
yeah, they're gonna give you the better matches for sure. They just run a storyline with the New Day, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They're not really gonna give you that the substance that you're probably looking for. You know what I mean? Like John Cena, he ain't gonna give you the substance that you want.
Yeah, I think like the New Day are better promo guys and shit
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah.
They better for what they doing, having them on the commentary booth,
Yep,
backstage segments. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
I thought you guys would have been more puzzled by that. I'm a little surprised.
Ah. No, man, I'm for the dope wrestling. The storyline be cool, but like HD said, they gotta make sense. It don't gotta be drawn and long. If you can get to it, get to it. If not, if it needs it, give it the time it needs to be able to make it like pop the way it needs to pop.
Yeah, bro. Like it's a bunch of things. Like they kind of played Ludwig. They had a backstage segment where they show Jackie Redmond interviewing Ludwig, and
Yeah,
then
where the fuck he been?
oh, but it doesn't matter because she said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get back to you later, Ludwig," and they start showing Braun Breaker beating up Jay Uso.
Beating up, yeah, yeah, yeah,
They fucked off
crazy.
Ludwig. They fucked him off.
All right, nigga, move out the way.
Before
And
It was
that,
all
more pressing news.
right.
And more pressing news. He's getting his ass beat over here. Look, the champion is down. Oh my god, they did him
Bro, I
like they
couldn't
did
believe it
him.
because me and Razor was just talking about potential plans they could have had for Ludwig, inserting him in the backlash, like making this story where he had to go help Gunther against Pat McAfee, like, and he's using that as leverage or just anything with him and Gunther in that situation. But it's like, bro, this to me was a step back for him a little bit.
I was gonna say this. I don't know if y'all saw it. I caught a very, very small glimpse. But wasn't Karrion Cross back there talking to somebody doing that?
Yeah, to the New Day, he was
Mm.
giving them like a shirt or something, or
Mm.
showing them. maybe some of his merch. I
Pretty
did
sure
hear
the
rumors
gospel.
that Karrion Kross is selling the top, like he's like top 3 in merch. I don't know if somebody was blowing smoke up my keister.
I thought he was number one.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they talking he's moving merch right now, Karrion Kross. So I don't know. I mean,
A
didn't they?
wise man said it best. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Man, didn't they tease stuff between them before though? Wasn't like a Karrion Kross trying to pull Xavier Woods, like probably like
Cross
last year?
was doing stuff with Woods, doing stuff with Roman, a whole bunch of folks, but definitely with Woods specifically. So again, and I touched this, I believe, a while ago as well. And again, some of y'all call me crazy for this. Here we are today. Am I right? We shall see.
I mean, we shall definitely see. I feel like Cameron Cross, it's about damn time that something worked for him because I've been waiting for him. And
Yeah,
obviously,
And
he
lo and
wanted to run
behold,
the
he's just
fucking.
do
been
show
slow cooking
strongest.
this whole time.
Yeah, do show strongest. So I feel you on that.
No, you good, bro. Yeah, man. Cameron Cross, it looked like he finally. I don't know how. I know he's been dealing with shoulder issues that he never got the surgery for.
Address. Yeah.
So I feel like I don't get to see him in the ring as often. But again, he's always able to pick up the talk around him, pick up that buzz. You know what I'm saying? Get the folks talking. So that's important for him right there. I want to see what where he could go. You know what I'm saying? They had him in that stuff for like again continuity. Now I just see AJ versus Finn. They had stuff with Cameron Cross and AJ and kind of just like left it alone.
You
Yeah,
let the whole
come with the
team
ball. You
down.
dropped it. You dropped it. Like I said, these storylines that lead to nothing. These potential matches y'all could be having, but y'all kind of just let it go.
And I respect the
Or
planting of the seeds. But like if some of this shit is planting seeds for like, okay, maybe we'll go back to that. But it don't feel that way sometimes. It feels more like we're getting into this and then we're abandoning it. That's what it
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't feel like we're planting any fucking seeds. So I mean, that's the one thing. Even though like tonight was an exciting show, like I'm doing my best because I feel like Backlash really left a sour
Wasn't
taste,
yeah,
bro. It
sure.
left a sour taste for like storyline wise. Like where do we go from here? Like
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Like again, I reference it to we call this shit cinema. So it's like if I'm watching, like if this is the Flash, right? This was like Backlash was a terrible filler episode. That
Yeah.
was terrible.
Mhm.
That was a terrible half season finale. Fuck a filler episode. That was a half season finale
Yeah,
that like,
yeah.
okay,
It was
now I
just
gotta wait till
dookie.
SummerSlam. Now I gotta wait till like for the real good. Like, nah.
Yeah, that shit was dookie. Especially with it being him.
we're getting Saturday's main event in 2 weeks, and then we're getting Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. I think a couple weeks after that,
Yeah.
and then the end of the month we're getting a Saudi show.
So things are definitely picking up. Maybe that's why this
Yes,
backlash was
folks,
just a
I
walkthrough.
stand
But
corrected.
Yeah.
They're going to Saudi Arabia this year, but this will be the only time they're getting a SmackDown and they're getting Night of Champions. I think it's
oh,
Night of Champions. Hold on.
Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
think
Some
it is.
chick in the front row, not front row, but in the row in front of us was saying that to us at the show today. Was saying,
What was
yeah, we
that?
going.
Yes, not Night of
Yeah,
Champions
they're going
28th.
to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, they're going out of the country.
That they going to Saudi to see the show?
I think so. Yes,
Wow.
That's
it
crazy.
was a chick. It was a chick who was right there, but she had been following him. She said for a minute.
Wow. That's tough.
If I get a
She,
passport, they should give me a
and
ticket.
my bro had said something about it. She was like, she turned around and was like, "No, we're gonna be over in Saudi Arabia, and I'm going, and da da da." And I'll be following the show, and da da da. Yeah, it was great.
Wow.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't even know what that. I honestly like Night of Champions just looked like a walkthrough to me. Like, if it's gonna be anything like last year's Night of Champions where
Yeah,
both
last year's was kind
heavyweight,
of.
like yeah, like that's a filler episode right there for real. Like, and it's not gonna cost us much on the East Coast because if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be one of those early shows. We ain't gotta wait too long. Just get it out the way.
It's 9 a.m. for me.
Yeah, Razor
Wake
don't
up
like
to
that 9 a.m. time.
it. Eating cereal, watching it.
Hey, so, Street, here's the
Toast.
here's the fucked up part. It's likely that New Japan is gonna have a show on that morning earlier, so we're gonna wrap this show up here probably around midnight my time on average. New
Yeah.
Japan have a show in about an hour and a half after that. I'll be up for that. Not for about an hour and a half. Then get a quick run or work out the gym before I shower and watch the PLE. And we get ready to do the show.
Gotta stay up, bro. It's part of the lifestyle, baby. You know, you gotta.
Oh, anything else, I'll be trucking through like nothing.
It's part of the lifestyle.
And that's nothing, but it's like, shit.
You know, I'm like, fuck, it's a lot. I'm already knowing.
No, I look at the time, it's like, shit, it's that time of year again. Fuck!
Already. At least it's during the summertime, though, you know?
Oh, no, Japan got the G1 around the corner. Right now, they got the Super Juniors tournament right now. Also, HD, know who been putting in work? Nick Wayne.
Oh yeah, I fuck with him.
He been putting in some work in the Super Juniors right now.
Okay. Yeah, I fuck with him. It's good to know that he doing his thing out there.
Yeah.
Streets. I wanted to ask you, like, after going to the show and all that, seeing what's this 2 weeks out after WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about the landscape going forward? Like, do you feel like we're in that exciting time, that Paul, Levesque, Triple H era that everybody was glazing? Like, are we still, or was that like a honeymoon phase? Was that like people hype or a combination? What you feeling about that?
I was talking to my brother and them about that too. I kind of feel like, we kind of coming down off the high from WrestleMania. It don't feel like, because, even I think the Raw after WrestleMania kind of determines what the landscape is going to be for the next couple of months. And I felt like that Raw after WrestleMania was just, it was okay. So I felt like, I felt like it was just okay. I felt like, most Raws after WrestleMania are like, oh, that was crazy. Like, oh my God,
Yeah,
And
but not lately.
That's what I'm saying. So this one kind of was just like,
All it did was bring us the Braun Breaker moment, in my opinion.
Yes.
Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins linking up,
And
the formation of that.
Well, that also is showing that Logan Paul is becoming more, or he's adapting more to the full time roster schedule, whatever.
Yeah,
Got to see him be like
showing up more than he normally is, but but like it's about 50-50 right now. But like it's about 50-50, man. I feel like they're still coming down off that high. I feel like they could have maybe rolled that out for a little longer, like you said. Just not letting the storylines die off, not really, striking when the iron's hot on certain things. I feel like, they can maybe redeem it at these pay-per-views they got coming up, depending on what they do. I feel like they can redeem it, but I'd like to see, what they got. Hopefully SummerSlam will be bigger. I'd like to see SummerSlam be just as big as WrestleMania. If not bigger.
It's 2 nights this year for the first time.
Yeah. So I would like to see them like really go over the top. Like I said, Jey Uso won, and I liked it, but I felt like he won off a sleeper hold. It wasn't really like it was like he did it. It was more like he did it. You know what I mean? I want that.
She said he's gonna pull the Mela just to go see Cardi B.
Possibly. I mean, I was thinking that in my head just now. I'm like, if they use her the right way, it could be fun.
Fire too. Fire.
It could be fun if they use it the right
I think
way.
she'll be the host.
I keep saying I want to go to New York and meet up. I might have to go meet up with H at SummerSlam or something, man.
Yeah, them
About to fly.
niggas expensive as hell, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm already knowing, bro. How much they looking like? Probably like what? 5, 6.
For nosebleeds.
Right.
Ooh. The
People
tickets weren't
talking
bad
like
today. I paid like 300.
30 for the front row experience. How much you paid?
300 for like 315.
Okay.
315 for 3 tickets, 105 a piece, and it was
Okay. Not bad.
yeah, it was on like the first row tier. It was nice. There's people way up in the nosebleeds. I was like, oh my god.
Nah,
The
I
tickets
seen
was-
I seen from the picture where you said you sitting on the same side as the camera.
Yeah.
The hard cam side.
So in other words, whatever tickets are for his area, just kind of being double for my area.
Yeah. Oh god. Because I was gonna say I'd like to go again, you know. I mean, it just depends. I ain't gonna lie, I like to sit closer. There was a lot of empty seats too. Certain little spots.
Okay.
I was like, we could have moved down. I should have cut down, man. Like, you know. But somebody actually, security actually removed somebody right in front of us. So I saw we didn't do that.
Oh, you damn! They
They probably peep someone move.
Look, I came by and some dude was like, I like your chain. I was like, thank you. And he goes, oh my God, I like your teeth. And literally security came right up to him and was like, sir.
I was like, okay, they're drunk.
No, I was with somebody. I was like, sir, these teeth don't belong to you. And he was like, oh, yeah, we were just sitting here thinking it was going to be cool, bro. My bad. And they got up. And he was like, all right, I'll catch you later, bro. But you got, yeah, it's time. And left.
Man.
But there was hella open seats. I was like, thinking, like, why didn't dude just move further down? I'm talking about like hella seats, bro.
Ain't that some bullshit though? You always try to take somebody, like you always try to move to an empty seat. So happens to be you taking somebody's seat that's about to pull up. Like
I swear to you, bro.
Out of all the empty
sir, and I'm talking about it was literally like at least 12 seats. It was packed on the other side and around, but where we were sitting at in our section, there was definitely some rows that was like you couldn't move. Before we trying to get hemmed up, like, sir, wait. I'm sorry.
I'm curious.
I just want to look at his teeth.
I just want to see Rhea. No.
What was the reception? What was the reception of Becky Lynch out there?
Surprisingly, people were cheering her on like crazy.
They were cheering her? Okay.
Yes, they was cheering. A lot of people was like, for sure. Especially this girl that was like a couple rows down from her. She was going hard for her, like she knew her or something. Like,
this is why I was confused, bro. Like I don't understand. Like we spoke about Charlotte Flair earlier. We spoke about the last episode how they forcing the issue with her trying to make her baby face. Now on this end, the crowd want Becky and they're like forcing her to be healed.
Yep. But you know what? I don't know, man. I think it's, again.
Because I heard some what chants from them. Like that. Usually when the WWE universe starts chanting what, it's kind of not a good signal sometimes.
But Pete, I felt like, this could be maybe the female version of somebody who's bad and the bad guy. They're cheering on the heel. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It could be this city too. It could have just been Louisville. But they were definitely cheering her on like crazy.
You know what kills me with Becky? I feel like she a try hard heel. Like I look at her like a natural baby face. Like she's for the people, bro. Like when she was the man,
the man,
like, almost her whole career, she been for the Becky 2 belt. But whenever she's healed, it feels try hard. Yes, it feels forced. Like she tried to be like Seth Rollins with the outlandish outfits, like. And tonight felt a little forced too, like where I'm
I'm here. One other person went to the hospital. I went home and took a bath, and it was like
Eminem, I am whatever you say I am.
Speaking
and
of
I feel like
man.
that promo she cut, Charlotte should be cutting that promo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what's going on.
Nerves, man. Nerves. IRL stuff getting to you, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I was gonna say, speaking of the women, what? My bad.
No, I was gonna ask you how'd y'all feel about that because we got the women right after. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was dope. They headlined the match. I mean the event. It was pretty cool. Do I felt like they were kind of trying to put the new girls over a little bit, but maybe they're still like not ready. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
it's hard to put over girls or guys or anybody when you're not showing the fans video packages of them to like put some familiarity in their mind who these
Yeah,
characters are, who's Julia. The
yeah,
crowd, like I said, they sound flat when they. It's not like, oh my god, that's Julia. Like the NXT universe is a little bit different, where like the
I mean,
NXT is more versed
at
on the
the
story.
venue during the commercial break, they could have easily showed highlights to promote it.
Like
yeah. They didn't do none of that
anything,
at all.
bro.
I mean, but wait, or that'd have been too easy, huh?
Man,
Not
bro.
for real. I felt like
Mhm.
EO Sky's doing her thing. I really like her.
Yeah, you and
But
Rhea, they're just that. I mean, they
yeah,
could do it all.
yeah,
Roxanne, they see a little bit of, but again, Julia's basically the new kid on the block.
yeah. And I mean, it was okay. I mean, it was a good match. Um, it was cool to see them, but again, you almost kind of knew what the outcome was going to be.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But I mean, overall, I think it was a good match. It was cool to see him, but
So there was one spot in the match that did kind of had me dying.
Bash.
Well, which one was it for you, Streets?
um, when I think it was a move that Rhea had did, and they had kind of messed it up and tried to redeem it, and then they ended up pushing her into the old girl at the end, and she jumped off the rope,
Mm.
and she
So
crossbody her teammate.
it might have been before that. For I think it was a spot. It was a headbutt that caught Julia by surprise.
Okay, so from my angle, I think I know what you're talking about, but it kind of looked a little different from the angle than what you were seeing.
Yeah, so the camera tried to sell it as Rhea giving her the headbutt, and I don't know what happened, but Julia's face showed that like, she scared the hell out of her. Like, the fuck was that? Like, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like with your boy too. Who was that? I think it was Finn Balor. He messed up the move too, and you could see his mouth going, "Pin me, pin me, pin me, pin me, pin me." Like, hurry up, pin me, pin me.
Yeah, brain fart.
Yeah. Oops, But I thought the girls came and tore it down. It was cool to see Rhea Ripley. She got a crazy pop. When she came out, that was going crazy for her, man. Me and my brother was talking about going back and watching it just to see how it sounded on
Oh,
TV.
it was loud. There were loud. We want
Yeah,
mommy chants off the
we
gate.
want mom. Yeah, it was off the muscle. It was nuts. So me and my brother were saying, hey, we really wanted to check that out and see what it was going. But you guys confirming it lets us know like it was not on TV
Oh
too.
yeah.
They was going crazy for Rhea Ripley, bro. Like you thought she was from there, bro. They gave her a pop like CM Punk. So it was really cool to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie though.
I just want to spin the block on one thing I said to Razor the other day pertaining to Lyra Valkyria. Like I said, they had them put on that great match. I didn't even see her tonight. Didn't even see her
Yeah,
tonight.
dropping the ball. Dropping the ball. I
So
understand. I
should
thought
should they should they have had her drop the belt then on Saturday?
I mean,
no,
if they brought it
but
back,
didn't she break her nose or something?
it
Probably, I don't know.
If you tonight when they showed the little replay, if you go back and watch, right when she went to pin her, she was holding her nose like this, and then she pinned her.
Yeah.
And then tonight, old girl had said something about I went home or taking it back. The other person went to the hospital. So Maybe she was really, sidelined with, getting her nose broken, which would be ugly because
I think like going
Bianca's got broken
HD.
fingers.
As you see her finger,
Now I didn't see it, but I heard it. Obviously it was broken, but
oh, think of a big ass marble like right here at the knuckle.
hmm, she fucked it up like that, huh?
It's on her social media too. It's nasty.
Let's check it out. Let's
Uh
see.
oh, the media done got him. They done took him out.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, this happens every so often. His shit just dies out.
No, no worries, no worries. We still here keeping it locked. Hey, my homie and my brother is gone. Our brother. Make sure y'all go and follow him on
Oh no,
everything. Make
no,
sure y'all
that yeah,
on
but yeah,
off
that
the
that
head.
picture is fucking nasty. Like,
Yeah, I
and
haven't
she's
seen
just
it,
chilling.
bro. I haven't seen it, but I heard that that was something that she did. I ain't gonna lie, the women are getting more fucked up than the men. You see, Tiffy had her teeth, I
Uh-huh.
mean, she chipped her teeth, and
And it
then
gotta fix that night.
whew, that's crazy. How do you do it that quick too? They got
They
dentists in
just
the
had someone
back.
on site.
We got somebody on the back. Don't worry about it. Come on, we got you right now. Your teeth fixed right now. Come on, let's go. That's crazy. Speaking of dentist, smile. Yeah, buddy. I had him out tonight. Crazy.
She's look at this.
Oh, her knuckle look pregnant. Oh, wee.
Yeah, that shit was broken.
That shit was. Boy, she look like the mother like this. What? Damn.
Again,
Damn.
we wish her a healthy recovery, but damn, that shit look bad.
Damn. Hey, let me see if I can show you the. Hold on. Now my phone's back on, bro. Hold on. That was lit, bro. Hold on. Hold on.
I'll say your screen. I'll say your screen's
I'm
blocking
trying to.
it.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can go some. Hold on. I got tons of video. Hold on. That's when we first walked out.
That place is going crazy.
Oh, they was dumb lit. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. When CM Punk had just came out.
That place must have been loud as hell.
It was so popping, bro. It was so lit, bro. And then it will be your last. I was like, oh, let's go. That shit was fire, bro.
Now, did you feel the heat where you were at?
It got hot. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was loud. Pow! Like, oh shit! It was lit, bro. From beginning to end. I ain't gonna lie, it was fun.
Was you singing with the crowd?
Hell yeah, I had to. You know I had to. I was going crazy, bro. That was fire, bro. I'm trying to see. Hold on. I got there when they was fighting in the ring. Ah,
He said his internet went out.
mm-hmm. I'm just finding out. Okay, he gonna be back. He said as soon as the it comes back, so I'll keep showing some more of
All
the
right.
footage. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. I see it.
So this is when James cut his promo before Mania.
Hey, that's cold. Eee. Oh, yeah, good seats too.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Extensive too.
I know, I bet.
I had a plan for that. So what was crazy was last year before Roman came back, when SmackDown's gonna be out here, this area I was looking at was maybe $100. The week before I bought the tickets when Roman came back, after that the tickets were up to 250.
Damn.
All because of Roman.
Damn. Because everybody was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. Uh, okay. Here's when Penta came out.
I know there was left for him.
HD's a fool, bro. Oh, I'm screaming. He said my whole thing down.
What happened?
He was like, "This shit's damn." Like, what the fuck they want me to do? Read a book? Like, damn, come on. But I'm feeling that they be doing maintenance routine, all this bullshit all the time out here. But I'm like, bruh. And they be like, well, it's late. We thought most people were sleeping. What about third shift, fool? What about us? At least do it during shift change, man. Don't do it in the middle of the night, man. Wait till like 5, 6 in the morning, man. Don't do that shit at no fucking 2, 12, 1. Like, nigga, you know, this is prime hours.
Do it when they're just waking up. When they
Right.
don't care about it. Yeah, go to work.
uh,
I also got the
he said,
bronze double spear.
here you do? Ooh. That was cold. That was cold. Oh, let me see what else I got.
And what was crazy was the row in front of me was this family with a newborn baby. I
What
felt
happened?
bad for that baby. There was
A newborn baby in
basically
front of you?
like yeah, in the row in front of me, they had like those little goggles or lenses on or headsets, whatever. I felt bad for that baby because it was loud as fuck in there.
I bet, man. No, I ain't gonna lie. Them explosions tonight was loud as hell. I was gonna take my daughter and my kids, but I was like, my daughter was even shook. Because it's come out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, you feel it in your chest. It
Hmm
feels in your chesticles.
And and nowadays some folks got power that didn't have power before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real.
I think AJ got extended power today, if I'm not mistaken. His is a little long.
But I ain't gonna lie. Who else is kind of was it AJ's? It was somebody
AJ,
who was loud when it came out. I'm like, damn, I forgot they even had one. It was somebody who came out like that.
AJ, I think it was just a pop, but this was a full blown pyro entrance.
Yeah. Wow. Ooh. Let me see what's
Unless Finn had one, but I don't think he did.
say it one more time.
Unless Finn had one.
Nah,
So
I
then
don't
it
think
had to
he
be
did.
AJ then.
I just remember his sign came across, the Finn Balor sign, and then him coming out. He didn't have no 'cause I remember thinking like, I wish he would have came out in a little demon thing, as the what's his name?
Hmm.
Yeah, Boogeyman.
We may never see the demon ever again, unfortunately.
Yeah. Why though?
Who knows?
This nigga HD clouding, bro. He's talking about everything, bro. Oh man, bro.
I'm surprised he's enjoying through his phone yet.
It ain't working yet. Yeah, I'm screenshotting all that. But he said, "I'm OD." So
I mean, he should be able to jump it through his phone.
I swear. Me and him thinking the same thing. Oh, let me see. Here we go. That's when Penta first came out. You know, Pat McAfee. When Penta was wrestling. Hold on. New Day. That was cool seeing them. The War Raiders.
They're power ladder shit too. It took them long enough.
Right. That and then let me see. I had to get a picture of the champ. And then when he came out, it was crazy.
I think you
He was
got your boy
going
Penta.
in. Eee. That's my dog, bro. He goes in. Zero. He was going in. And then Jay had to run it back. Said, spin the block. Play my music. It's just me, Oos. Day one. Shit. Hey, Oos. He's going in. Yeah, he was going in.
You even got your goat Logan Paul.
Oh, you got to see everybody. I'm going next month too because they about to be here in Lexington for SmackDown. So I gotta go back and see my boy Jacob.
So
Ah,
basically,
ooh.
I got all the heavy hitters but Cena that night.
Ooh. Yeah,
So what did they get?
I don't know that I'm gonna get to see Cena on his last run because he didn't
How
come
far from
tonight.
Lexington?
Lexington is like 45 minutes.
Because they're gonna be there next.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm going. They're going next month. But I don't know if Cena gonna be there. 'Cause I think it's SmackDown.
Well, again, a lot of his stuff's been on SmackDown lately.
Yeah, yeah. But if John Cena don't, well, he has been on Raw. That's why I said so. I
But
don't know
that
if
was mainly for Mania. But
yeah, true. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see him. My main person I want to see is Jacob Part 2.
and
It'll be
also
cool to see.
and also the WWE Championship is on SmackDown. So again, it's more likely for it to be seen to be on the
Yeah,
show.
true. Hopefully. I think it's gonna be right after that pay-per-view event too.
HD, you alive?
That shit was nuts, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to see.
And then I haven't got El Grande Americano.
Grande. I hate this bitch ass, bro. I hate his little bitch ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was fire, bro. Oh, I'm screaming. Hey, the name is
Spectrum,
tripping me
fuck
out.
you, Spectrum.
Big
Listen here,
fuck
Spectrum.
yous.
If anything goes wrong, chat, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If anything happens to me, we gotta file a report against Spectrum.
Spectrum Internet Company.
I'm here
Spectrum.
to inform the masses. Without internet, your ring camera would not work.
That's true. Hey, let them know. Robberies or anything. And
Save
look,
me.
we gotta go. We gotta go straight to Spectrum. That has
HD,
something to
what
do
you
with
get?
it.
Keep me
That's-
safe.
I can't
This
call for help. I only got internet phone. What's going
only
on?
got that phone.
What am I gonna do? Can't call the police. Listen,
What do you do, chat, when everybody says, "Oh yeah, well, I don't pay for a phone. I use Wi-Fi. I don't." Yeah,
yeah, but
fuck.
what do you do?
What do you do?
Yeah.
I go down that one.
Yeah. And what do you do? Like me and Ace were talking? What if you're a doctor? You're performing surgery using a Wi-Fi microscope. The Wi-Fi go out. What do you do? Oh, guess you
What
just
the
stuck here.
smartphone goes out?
Right. Your person's all waking up. Oh, surgery's supposed to be done. It's been 3 hours. Sorry,
What,
sir. You
what,
look
what
up.
if in 2025 your life alert is connected to Wi-Fi? Like, come on, man.
Somebody's like, he all phone and can't get up. Help, life
Nobody would
alert.
ever know.
Nobody
We
would
would
know.
never
It's just
know.
But hope you have strong lungs. Hope you scream. Help, neighbor, help me.
Some bullshit, bro. I never knew how much could go wrong with Wi-Fi being out.
Yeah, man. That's their plan, bro. Take the internet out. It's over for everybody. We depend on it too much.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
It's
I'm gonna
over.
turn into like
They want us to do that.
Metal Gear Solid or some shit. You heard? Like, I'm gonna just like
It's a
dead ass, bro. Like,
I'm out of here, huh?
yeah, like I'm gonna just be surviving type shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want no more. Once technology fails me, I don't even want no more technology. We just walking around with swords and weaponry and ingot. Yeah,
Ain't got
he said, fuck it.
the
hell
Indonesians.
yeah,
They
bro.
just walking around with the Indonesian, bro.
Walking around with the ingot, like,
But the ingot for that, baby. Yeah. What they ask you that?
yeah,
Hey,
bro.
you got the ingot for that Wi-Fi, baby? They petty, bro.
I don't know what
Next to
they
say
did.
smoke signals.
Spooky. Where y'all was at? What y'all was talking about? Y'all was talking about entrances. I seen y'all had the phone up.
Yeah, I was showing just the footage of me going to the
We try to figure out. He said there were three powers that scared him. We try to guess who the third one was.
you know bro Seth Rollins there was another one that was loud as fuck, bro. Oh shit, bro.
Oh, it had to
Did
be AJ Styles shit.
Yeah, I think it
it
was the
seem
AJ,
longer?
yo. Huh?
Did his
It was
power seem
loud.
longer to you?
They gave AJ Styles some nice pyro tonight.
Yeah, they did. They hooked him up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was booming in there, dog. That shit was booming, bro.
They gave him that pyro when he was on that world title run. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm. They trying to, get him back on there. Like, what you doing, man?
Make him feel good, you heard?
Yeah,
Remind
you
him.
feel me? Remind him. Yeah, talking about that nigga's age. He's like what, 50 almost or something like that.
Bro, this
I
is
think
what
Finn
like,
Balor's like 40 something.
and I'm not knocking the talent. I'm not saying, oh, they gotta go home. But what I'm saying though is just a few, maybe a year or two ago, when you had the likes of Bobby Lashley running around, all these cats, Brock Lesnar, people were acting like there was more younger solution. You
And now
remove
you got these old people in here
come
doing
on,
the
bro.
same thing that they was already doing. That y'all could have left them
Right.
in there. Like, y'all, Eddie,
Right, bro.
Eddie. That's
Just a
exactly what that is.
different, yeah,
Eddie,
it's
bro.
just a different old nigga, so it's all right.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's a different old nigga. Like, here, he's a younger, older nigga, bro. We cool. That nigga still
Bro.
old, bro.
And then I hate that we gotta have this conversation of young and old too, cause it's kind of like back in our time, most of these wrestlers got into their prime in their late 30s.
Bro.
You know what I'm
Bro.
saying?
Yeah, Arn Anderson. The nigga's name is Arn. He was old as fuck, bro. Like, we had Dean Malenko. Like, we had some old folks in our shit, bro. Like, back in the day, bro. So
Yeah, bro.
we come from that. I don't see why they tripping now. Why they want all this new talent, all this young talent because it looks a certain way. And man, nah, man, we been here, bro. We ain't tripping about that. Good wrestling, good wrestling. Sometimes the new cats ain't got it.
It's just like everything else in life though, right? Like people always want new stuff, like until when it happened, it's just like Jordans, right? Everybody thought they wanted some new colors other than black and red. They
Facts,
start
facts.
flooding the market with different colors. People like, nah, this shit a joke, right?
Uh-huh. Now
It's
it's too
not. No,
much.
he ain't
Now
wear
it's too much.
those. Yeah, Jordan ain't wear those colors.
That nigga ain't wear them. What game he wear them in?
Maybe the Carolina Blues.
You feel?
What game was that? I
You
don't
feel
remember
me,
that
bro?
game.
It's always like people want what they can't have. The
Facts.
idea of shit be sounding better than what it actually be sometimes. It's like that with almost everything, whether
With
it's stuff
everything
that you
though. I was
love.
gonna say
Yeah,
with almost everything though.
yeah, bro. You think you want this game so bad, yo? I can't wait to play that game.
No, let
Oh
me
man,
tell
I'm
you,
gonna pre-order this game.
Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto's probably the only one.
Yeah,
This
like you
one.
know what I'm saying, and that's how WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the one event, yeah, that I could say, yo, WWE shut the bed the whole year, but I know for sure I'm gonna tap into WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, if I don't watch nothing, I'm watching WrestleMania, bro. The granddaddy of them all. Got to.
The granddaddy
The
of them all.
granddaddy of them all. You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, we gave up on the Rumble already.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I personally did because yeah,
You
they
just fucking
kind of
awesome. Yeah, I did.
yeah, they watched that one away from me. Like, what's the last real I mean, I guess the Jay Uso shit to a degree is like, okay, but that came with some controversy. I'm talking about like a real good, unpredictable. This worked for everybody going forward. I don't remember like a good Royal Rumble that really was like a surprise. It worked for that like for Rey Mysterio, it kind of made his career. That shit blossomed his first heavyweight championship.
Yep. Yep.
I,
Yep.
I, I would I would say Shinsuke, but that ended up him just kicking AJ in the nuts.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking that too, because that was the one that was like more surprising. Like, oh shit, they let Shinsuke win a
Yeah. Yeah. He went
you know
off
what I
to
mean?
get the
Yeah.
belt at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kick AJ in the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vince. And then at Backlash, they kick each other in the nuts. Thank you, Vince.
Hey, man. Weird shit, bro. Nigga don't know what he was doing, bro. He was tripping.
It's good shit, pal.
Good Can you imagine knowing something's a shit sandwich and you still gotta fucking eat it?
That
Trash.
bag better be nice.
Oh God.
Like John Jones says, there better be some fuck you money.
That's
Yeah,
dumb.
better be some fuck you money.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what they do, how they remedy the situation. I feel like WWE in a weird ass spot though. It's like they're gonna make their money sure. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna make your money sure, bro. You know what I mean? Cool, but that doesn't mean that that's gonna be what's the best for the product. Like MTV still
Yeah,
around,
facts,
and,
facts.
and
And they
MTV
don't even
still
do they don't
around.
even do music stuff for what?
Exactly.
They
Thank
don't
you,
even
bro.
go ahead and take that TV and that music off of there, bro.
Right, you see where I was going with this shit? Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Oh God, y'all ain't even doing that no more at all. But I see y'all trying to evolve, but
Hey, bro, they
some
went away
shit like
from the essence of what made
what
them
made them, bro.
MTV, bro.
Yeah, like
Now you got to rely on
all
all of these
reality
18 and
shows,
pregnant, real
shit
world
trash.
challenge. Yeah, bro, they got to rely on VH1 shows and shit.
Can you imagine 20, 30 years from now, you come back, cut their WWE on, and it's like not even wrestling? What? Can you imagine somebody in the car when they wake up, they call these music videos? Like, what the fuck is on MTV? It's nothing but TV shows. There's no music at all.
I mean, to some degree, I be feeling like that. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's so cinema and they get into freestyle and do whatever they want. Like,
Mhm.
it could really just be a show collectively of everything. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised, like you said, wrestling was like almost damn near freestyle where everybody just went out there and got to do what they wanted almost. Like it's like a
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like a showcase. Like,
Yeah, just doing whatever the fuck they want. Like, they ain't even wrestling no more. They
yeah,
just
you
like,
already hear the commentators do whatever they want. Jay Uso go out there, do whatever he want, take as much time on his entrance, tell
yeah.
them to run it back and all that. Like,
Run it back.
yeah, bro.
And that shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you in that shit though, and everybody's yeeting, oh, 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 that's a vibe, bro. That shit's lit. I ain't gonna lie, it's
But
cool.
it's okay when we play Randy's song twice, the full song at the PLE.
I mean, certain people you gonna get that pop for, you know what I'm saying? Certain people.
But the reaction is the same, respectfully.
Yeah, facts, facts. I mean, certain people gonna get that pop, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. Even with Seth, when he came out, the whole crowd was just, oh, oh. That shit was tight. I told him, hey, I'm going back to SmackDown next month. I was
Yeah.
mad. They had title belts, $600. I was
Which makes no sense. I never understood how you could
that
buy that
hurt.
shit online cheaper, but in
Really? How
person,
much?
yeah. Probably
Because
like depend which belt.
they had all the belts. The cheapest one was 600. They had like a special edition UK blue one title belt today. It was like that one's 650. I was like, God.
Like I think them shits go for like 400 or 500 online.
Yeah, I pay a couple $100 for one of them bitches. I was
After
like, oh,
tax, maybe what 550, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
it's tight, bro. I ain't gonna lie, the bitch was just cold, bro. I was like, damn, I gotta get me a wrestling belt. I ain't never had one. I've always wanted one.
Hell yeah.
Gotta get me one, like an authentic one. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was right in front of us, went and bought one of the ones to spin. The WWE one to spin. I was like, oh man, that bitch
Mm.
was shining.
He said,
That
I need that US belt.
was spinning. Somebody had that one too. Got the other one, Jacob Fly too. I was like, oh damn, somebody had the Intercontinental white one. I saw a nigga with a yellow one, like a yellow heavyweight one. I was like, oh,
The Yellow Wing Eagle.
yeah, that shit was
Now
fire.
that person that had that Yeet Championship in the crowd though, you seen that shit?
Nah, I ain't see it.
There was somebody like I want to say maybe he was on the ground level. I
Uh-huh.
don't think he was like front row, but I seen him on the TV. He had like a custom made heavyweight championship that had Yeet on across it,
Yee.
bro. That shit
Yeah,
was
he gave it
cold.
the NWO treatment.
Yeah, bro. I'm
That was
like,
cold, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see it, bro. I was hyped during this little interest coming out, bro. I seen him pick up somebody's kid. I was like, damn, we should have been on that side. Like,
bro. I was hoping nothing went wrong in that moment because he was holding that kid over the rail.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. He picked him up and had him. But I'm like, can you imagine as a kid what you're feeling? Like, oh my God, the heavyweight
Mhm.
champion Jay Uso has me right here. And I'm eating with him. Like,
Yeah,
those
bro.
people are larger than life. When I was a
Yeah,
kid, I couldn't imagine Shawn Michaels coming out next to me or The Rock or Stone Cold and like vibing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been, I probably would have went home crying, but like, oh my
bro.
God, bro, I'm that
God
motherfucking
rest his
title,
soul.
bro.
You remember Virgil?
Mhm, yeah.
Bro, Virgil put my head, like he grabbed my head with both his hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't like the biggest superstar, but like just him
Nah,
doing that, bro,
yeah,
as a
bro.
kid made me feel like, whoa,
Oh
that
my
just had
God. Like, yeah, he
right.
acknowledged me. He touched
Mhm.
me. Like, I remember in the crowd, I went and Shawn Michaels just went and pointed in the crowd. And I told my dad, like, he's pointing at me. And my dad was like, son, do you know how many people? And he stopped himself, like, you know how many people? He was like, you're right. He was pointing at you. And I was like, yes. I was so hyped. Like, Shawn Michaels saw me. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I know
bro.
it was me. Like, so I can only imagine, bro, like, him singling you out, bro, was probably like amazing, bro. Probably like mind blowing.
Yeah, bro. And that shit happened in the WWF restaurant over here at Times Square too. So it was kind of like a whole
Yeah,
bunch of like wins behind that little scenario. Like, you know what
that's
I'm
fire.
saying?
That's fire. I remember one time after prom, I went to a prom and we was at Waffle House. We was eating, and my homie, who I was with when I met Batista, and his brother, he happened to be with me, and he was eating his food and started choking. He's like, I'm like, what is this nigga talking about? He's like, Farouk, Farouk. And he's like, he's choking. I'm like, what? He's like, Farouk, Farouk. And we turn around, and it's Ron Simmons, just huge in the motherfucker with a big ass black eye.
Damn.
I'm like, this nigga wasn't even wrestling on TV. Like, how the hell you get a black eye? But like, what the hell?
Damn.
And what you? And they
One of the
wasn't
nights
even,
at the bar.
yeah, he wasn't even in town. WWE wasn't even in town. He was just there, and I was like, this is weird. We walked over to him. We was like, oh my God, Farouk, can we get a? He was like, yeah. He signed everything. I'm like, oh, this is cool, man. Nice to meet you. He was cool, motherfucker. Nigga was huge though. Like, it's all he was
Yeah.
swole. I was like, damn, that nigga's big, bro. Like, he's big as a motherfucker, bro. Pause. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Nah,
It's
that's
always,
it,
it's
man, bro.
always, yeah. My cousin met the Big Show. Didn't even know who he was. He was
That's
working in the
crazy.
hotel at the Marriott. He said he went to go do something. I guess it was something wrong in his room. He was maintenance. He went up there and he knocked on the door. He said the dude came and like peeked his head down up underneath him. Was like, yeah, come on in. He's like, he just thought he was a big ass dude. Like, this dude's fucking massive, but didn't know that it was the Big Show. You know?
Yeah, my mom's. I remember she took me to the restaurant and I got the Big Show autograph. That dude was tall as fuck.
Really?
Yeah,
It
bro.
was probably mad, like gigantic, huh? Like really like a giant. Like, what the fuck? Because
Yeah, I was
Batista was
surprised.
crazy big, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Never
were
seen
surprised?
nobody like these people are huge and shit, but
Yeah, when you see him in real life, it's like, dog.
right, and it's right in front of you, like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Because Batista was so big, he had to turn around like this. It wasn't no, I swear to God. And when I called him, I was like, Dave, wasn't no turning your neck. He turned his whole body. He turned around and looked at me. And his wife was there. But I had seen him and met him a couple of times, like I said. So he was just looking at me like, oh, what's up? I was just known as Anthony's little cousin. Like, oh, hey, what's up? You're the dude who be coming out to the wrestling shows and shit. Like, what's up? Yeah, he was cool.
Nah, that's fire. I don't know. A lot of these tickets is getting expensive though. Like I know earlier in the show, I was saying how it's an experience, but the other part of this experience is that like it don't have that same like back when wrestling wasn't as popular and the tickets were more affordable.
Yeah.
It was more of a different vibe. Now that this shit is so like
Expensive and
yeah, the business they get to dictate the prices. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And it makes it even like I remember when the superstars used to take time to sign autographs with the
Oh
fans when
yeah. Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Now they just can't wait to get out and get past because it's not that they don't want to do it. So many of them now, like
Yep.
you know what I'm saying. It's
Wow.
one thing when it was a few for the kids and like I
But and
remember getting
also,
Mark Henry autograph one time before he
that's
walked into
dope.
Madison Square Garden.
That's
Like we
dope.
knew the little entrance where they go through.
Yeah.
And Mark was just giving out autographs for the kids, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, bro, like you said, now it's more of like a TV show. Everybody's kind of like, y'all are reaping the benefits of what everybody before you kind of put the work in to get you to. You know what I'm saying? So now you are the superstar because of what they put in, and WWE has become this larger than life thing. It's on Netflix, and it's like it's bigger than it's ever been. So
Mm-hmm.
it also kind of, I guess, takes away from that. The small guy, like the signing the autographs. Going backstage and really, politicking with the people after the event, what I'm saying, or before the event even. There's people who like just to shake your hand would make their lifetime. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Bro, that's how some of these superstars that we see now, that's how they fucking became superstars because of moments like
that's
that.
because you got to meet your favorite and seen that it was real and cool, and why not? Why not give
Yeah.
back and pave the way for the next generation of superstars that could be on the way.
Nah, now the kids gotta blow, they gotta beg their parents to blow a
Pay for it.
for a meet and greet.
Yeah, yeah, pay for it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen the kid pull out the money for that belt, I was like, man, I could do it, but I ain't. I ain't trying to get into it with my chick or be looking at my finances stupid. The next day, like, nigga, that's $600 on this belt. But, I mean, man, it was,
And back in the day, I remember my mom's taking me to get like Bret Hart autographs. Sir, those weren't paid like we had to pay to get their autograph.
ah,
They was already paid to be there. So
yep,
once a
yep,
certain time hit, they break out.
yep. I was gonna say you got a certain little time limit you can go up there and meet and greet and talk to them. I remember even to be honest, when they used to come, you'd be walking through the parking lot sometimes and meet people and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
look, it's this
Right.
person." I've
Right.
definitely done that before at pay-per-view events, walking through and seeing people. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see it as much anymore now. I guess I guess people crazier too now. Wrestling's it's a bigger thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
People
saying. It's like,
people trying you more, so you gotta kind of gotta be with security just in case somebody tries to do something stupid. So I can already see that. Yeah,
I feel like I honestly the concerns might be a little like it might be the same. Maybe I don't know, depending whose eyes. Like you have the people in the crazy '90s that really wanted to test the wrestlers and shit.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like the people in this generation are just kind of like naive and they get caught out there by scams and stupid stuff. So like the Seth Rollins stuff, like the dude attacked Seth Rollins because he thought Seth
Yeah, I
Rollins
seen that. I
was,
seen that.
like that's wild, naive,
Why did he do it?
retard.
But
Like
why
I
did he
mean,
do
not
it?
the you
Why did
like, but
why
it's
he
like
do it?
stupid. That's silly, bro. Like, come on, bro. I mean, the dude got problems allegedly. Like, do not right in the mind and all. But again, still,
Well,
you
then
right
how
enough
did
to
he
buy a
get back?
ticket and go to the
Yeah,
show.
and he was riding up to find the entrance to catch that nigga. Like it wasn't like you just hopped the barricade. He came out from the entrance where they walking back.
Yeah,
How did
like
he
you
even
knew
get
where
back?
to sit. You knew how to plot this whole shit out.
Hey, good money for a good ticket.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And then just all of a sudden, you ate some nachos, you went crazy.
Yes.
Seth Rollins. I must hurt you. Like, what? That nigga was kicking him on his head too. Pow, pow, pow. I'd have been doing the same thing, sir.
Yeah, bro.
Don't blame me.
So I don't know. I feel like yeah, bro. Like you definitely want to keep your talent protected, but there's nothing protected about like like that scenario. If somebody want to pay the money to really still jump over and do what they gonna do, they'll pay that money to do it.
Yep.
While everybody else is hurting and gotta like up that bread, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Cause I can't see. I really can't see how. I used to want to go to a WrestleMania, bro. After last year's WrestleMania, I'm good on that.
I really, really, really want to go to one, bro. Before I die. But I think I was looking at it back in the day, like I want
Nowadays, it's
to
down payment on the house.
Yeah,
go.
bro.
Plus, I wanted to go back when the superstars that I wanted to see were still wrestling. Now, like you said, it ain't as dope as it used to be.
And I'm taking everything into account too, right? Like if I go to a show, like most of these shows I go to in Brooklyn or Madison Square Garden, I'm driving to them shits, right? Even let's say they'll do WrestleMania in Jersey. That's not walking distance, right? If I walk in the building, I don't mind sitting in the top of the nosebleeds to watch WrestleMania. I'm not driving, getting stuck in traffic to be blowing the bag on the top nosebleed for WrestleMania, bro. It's just not. It's not worth it to me. You know how amount of tired you're gonna be all them hours of WrestleMania. Hell, maybe if you enjoy yourself, you might have a drink or two, smoke in the parking lot. And then you got to beat all that traffic on the way out, brother.
On the track. Yep.
Ooh wee.
Yep. Yep. Luckily tonight, my cousin works right next to the arena, so we have to get his parking pass. We parked where he works at.
Oh, that's clutch right there.
Yeah, it was like a 10-minute walk. It wasn't long at all. So when we got back out, there was nobody around us. We got right in the car, backed out and left.
Yeah, bro, that's how you gotta do it. Like,
Lucky.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
I know over here the parking be like, unless you're going like MetLife or one of those stadiums that got the parking already,
Mm-hmm. Like
trying to
crazy.
just trying to just park in the garages that are located around
No,
the
like no
event.
room. No room.
But I ain't gonna lie, I be paying for that extra. I be looking at the attendant like, yo,
20.
listen, I give you an extra 20, put my shit right here, you heard? He be looking out. But if I wasn't doing all of that, like my very first time going to a show, I had to wait. I was like, oh no, I ain't doing this again. I'm like, and
Right.
I mean, I'm trying to
Just
go
no.
home.
Right.
And I'll be doing these shows after I get out that shit too, you heard? Just like how
Yeah.
you pulled up right now.
Yeah, I had y'all trying to get home. I'm like, oh, I gotta get back. They probably already doing the show. I looked up, you see, you sent the link. I'm like, yeah, just in time, baby.
Yeah, bro, but I don't know. I don't know if it's like me and whatever I'm at in my life, but wrestling to me has been halfway exciting. Like I do still have that hopeful part where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tune in and I'm gonna see some dope shit tonight.
Yeah,
And then when I watch through some of it,
it's kind of just, eh,
I
meh,
just want to know.
mediocre.
I don't mind it being mediocre if okay, let me just say it straight. Y'all want to come out and tell us all of this shit on post conferences on the regular Tuesday after mad controversy happens. Tell us the real person shit as to why we not doing certain shit. But when those questions were asked, oh relax, we're in the third inning. Oh relax, we're in the fourth inning. Like suck my dick, bro. Come on.
Bullshit.
All this inning talk, bro. And all
Bullshit.
this bullshit shit. Yeah, just to string us along shit. It sound good. It sounded very good in the moment. But it's like then you was trying to feed it to me like, nah, be paid, whatever, whatever. But then when it's convenient, y'all peel back the curtain on other shit. And it's like, oh, well, if it's that easy to do, motherfucker, then tell us why, and I would know. Like, okay, this is the
Type
landscape of
shit.
where we going.
Yeah, like you said, give us some directions. Make it apparent.
Yeah, bro.
It's just on some other shit right now.
It's kind of like Cody Rhodes, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Right? For example, you just what he got kicked. Him and Roman Reigns.
they both gone. Now
Why?
Roman,
Because one suffered a spear and the other one got kicked in the nut. That shit happens to people on the roster every day.
that shit happens to niggas every
Well,
day,
they're both
B.
in the
Yeah,
nuts.
Yeah, like Randy Orton just got fucking low
yeah,
blow to end the match.
yeah. I don't see where Roman's
I
been at.
expect to see him on SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't know where Roman is though. He's tripping.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't understand it. Like
Yeah, they tripping. But maybe they on a little small vacation. They have been, putting in work. Who knows?
oh, brother.
Oh, brother. He said, fuck that, get back to work. We need you. Where you at, Roman? Do y'all want to see Roman Reigns win the title again? Would you like to see that run again? Or what do you think? You think he had it for too long? And giving him the belt back is kind of too soon, too premature.
I
Well, which
think
belts are we
everything's
talking about?
over.
Huh?
Which belts are we talking about?
The one he just had. The one with John Cena and Seth and I'm not Seth for now. Cody.
That one, no. The one with Jay, yes,
Okay.
because him and a few others have often talked about that being the second place trophy, and if it's to mean anything like people want it to be, then by his merit, it won't mean anything unless it's around his waist for a long period of time.
Yeah. Is that what you would want to see though? Do you think you want to see him be champion again with that belt for a long time or no? I think that's kind of stale.
Given the potential of what that roster could look like post draft, I'm curious for it, but at the same time, it's like you can't just put just anybody on that roster. You had to pick a certain amount of people. And again, will they be smart with it? No. But again, they've done stupider things, but I would hope that they make the right decision.
Uh oh, we lost Razor. Hopefully, I'm not next. They're targeting us. Well, Spectrum. Razor will come back.
Oh,
That
he they
Spectrum.
they kicked him out.
Yeah, they got him. That's why I said
Oh
they
man.
get me next, man. They got me lined up in the crosshairs, man.
Mm-mm.
We got H, we got Razor, and we got to get Streets, man.
I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
I gotta try to log back in to try to end the show through my computer.
I want to let you end it, or I want to let you save it like you need to be able to do.
Nah, yeah, I would have to end it. I'm about to pop back in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, chat, much love. I appreciate y'all. We're about to get up out of here on that one. We've been here for a nice 2.5.
Yeah, going in.
Yeah, so we'll be back hopefully Friday if that shit don't put me to sleep. Cause the thing is, I'm be honest, like, nah, as much as I want to be dedicated, I just can't. Like,
Stick
health is
around for
wealth.
BS.
That like health is wealth too, chat. Like, I'm be real. Like, we can't just like, oh, like if you're tired and you've been through a long day and you can't help that that show comes on at the time that it comes on. I tried, right? Like I tried to watch it. If a nigga tired sometimes and you need to recalibrate, cause we've been outside in the field all day, all morning. It's so much needs to be done. But if we got the energy like we did today, and we could definitely do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Cause like that's another thing too. I want to add that did that 2.5 hours feel like it flew by quick?
So much tonight, hell yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We talking, I was in it, bro. I was hyped. I couldn't wait to get on the show. So yeah, for me, it went by pretty quick. But
Hell
that's
yeah.
what about yourself? What do you think? You kind of drug? You think it went by quick?
They got my boy Razor.
Hey, shout out to Razor. They were super cool. No,
Yeah, y'all was over here holding down the fort, man. Spectrum got me.
it was playing. It was playing. Damn, that BS.
Oh, he texted me. He said his laptop died.
I got you. Well, you pulling back up or you want it?
Okay, hold on. Before we go, right?
Yep.
The Diddy trials.
Dum dum dum. What's happening with the Diddy trials? What's going on with the Diddler?
They've started.
Really? When did this happen?
Oh yeah, so
He said, "Oh yeah."
it started today. They
I didn't
picked
know that.
Yeah, they picked the jurors in New York because they doing this shit over here in New York.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they picked the jurors. And apparently
Uh-oh.
there's some witnesses.
Uh-huh.
Cassie's supposed to testify, but
Okay.
also there's a male stripper involved.
Male stripper. What?
Yeah,
What was it? The game?
man. I don't know what kind of game they playing, but no, I don't think it was the game.
Who was it?
Th- They said the dude's name, but
Who?
I forgot it. Like it was just some dude that I've never heard his name, so it wasn't like. But the thing that I'm trying to figure out is, I think
I said you
they.
didn't want to do that.
What happened?
I said I don't know why they just. It came back in my head. And I seen an interview where Gang was saying he wasn't a male stripper, but I thought that there was a video where he was a male stripper. Some shit like that.
Mm, yeah, there was some controversy with
Yeah,
game.
yeah, for sure. That's why I said that. But what were you saying though? Shut up, the game. I'm watching that shit. Gonna be mad. The fuck streets. Shut up, the game. Man. What were you saying? Who you think it is?
Nah, like I just feel like this case is very weird. Like
Yeah,
I,
it is. For sure.
I thought I was gonna hear more like they keep throwing that term sexual trafficking around,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not that educated on that, but I'm gonna just say from what it seems as on, on the outside looking in, or just like for the surface, it seems like a reach a bit,
Okay.
because it's like when you think of sexual trafficking, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Like, let me like, I think of
Being
people being,
hostage.
yes,
Yeah,
hostage,
hostage, sexual, like, that's just me,
like
being,
yeah, like you being
raped
moved in
or
vans
moved.
and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cargo.
Mhm. and being duct taped and bound up against your will. That's what I think.
Right. So I feel like they're trying to bunch together him hiring, whether it's a male stripper, sex worker, whatever the fuck it was, to have sex from another state and throw that into
The
sex,
mix.
what was sexual trafficking, right?
Uh-huh.
But my thing is, that's shouldn't that be more like prostitution or like, or
Yeah, to a
because
point,
the
because it's
part,
a stripper and he's paying a nigga like to do an act. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just not maybe a sexual act. Maybe he had a nigga out there, pouring oil on niggas. Maybe he had oil on him. He was rubbing himself against people. You never know with the diddler, bro. Like, you know what I mean? How was it administered?
right? And then there's like a whole bunch of other details that like, because obviously they can't have no media in there, like cameras rolling, like a bunch of these reporters are just coming out and just throwing out the details
Saying
of,
anything, yeah.
yeah, you feel me? So it's like a bunch of these details are coming out sorted differently.
But my thing is this: why can't the media be in there? Why can't the cameras be in there?
I don't know, that's just New York shit.
Because you see them in other people's cases. You know what I'm saying? Well, not every case,
Yeah,
but some people's cases. I saw a
yeah.
lot of shit with Young Thug, nigga. Like it was in there all the time. YN, W Melly, all that.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I'm sure. I thought this was gonna be televised as well.
Yeah, no shit.
They giving us that old school treatment,
Nah,
drawings and shit.
yeah, that lets me know. That lets me know that there's higher up people involved, and they don't want y'all knowing who it is because that could sway
Yep.
the public's opinion on. Oh, we're mad at Diddy, but maybe we don't need to be as mad at him as we are at these people. Like maybe he's a level one, but the people involved can be
Mm-hmm.
like a level 10 of like fucked up shit. Like maybe he like level 2, 3, not just missing nothing he doing. But just if we knew everything from beginning to end, like hey, we know all parties involved, all the details, would he be the most dirtiest person, or would he be like, you know, number 3, number 4, in comparison to like maybe number 1, who was like maybe calling the shots or maybe orchestrating more, like maybe somebody had him blackballed or had him in a position where it's like he had maybe had other people in those positions that are fucked up. Maybe he was like, in a fucked up position, you know.
Oh yeah, nah. I be definitely trying to like understand this because I sit there and think about it like, damn, bro, we see this kind of behavior in all kind of walks of life where like it doesn't even matter the race. You done seen white guys beat up white women and
Yeah, yeah,
Spanish guys beat up Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's
factual.
one thing, right? Boom, the domestic part. So you when you say how nasty of a dude he is, that's one like category of nasty work, right? Like
Yeah,
that's the domestic violence part. Like, damn, dude, you beating up on a chick like that. That's fucked up, bro. Like that's unacceptable.
factual,
You know what I'm saying? But now
factual.
the part that I'm not trying to defend, but I'm saying as public, we need to chill because when you spin shit and then it's not that's not the truth.
Truth,
That's
people
how
run with that shit. Yeah, it's that
yeah,
shit.
bro. Cause it's like boom, the shit with him and Cassie, right?
Uh-huh.
Boom. When she was running out the hotel and they say he beat on her, whatever. A lot of people was joking around and she was running away from a Diddy party. Now everybody always jokes about the Diddy parties, and I think like in they mind they put the Diddy parties that they seen the he throw for the public.
Yeah, and put that in like,
What?
context of again what she was running from. Like,
Yeah, and then come to find out, like in one of the testimonies today in the court, it was only her and Diddy in the room. when the male stripper went in there.
Oh, how they try to say it was multiple people too? Like there was
Right.
yeah. I heard about that too.
You feel me? So it's like a bunch of people that's
Heard the
speaking on this
information,
shit. Yeah.
but didn't like, didn't portray it to the people, didn't like, do a good job of relating that to everyone else. They kind of put dubs on certain things. It made it more juicy for their story.
Right. And now with doing so
Clickbait.
though, when the real come out, if this man is really a monster like he may be or may not be, whatever the case, it'll be hard to get that out when like it's hard for a juror to like hear all of this shit for months and now right, like imagine the juror's job, bro. Like
Action. They got it the worst. They're the ones that got to pass the judgment. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, bro, like that's
And they human just like us, so they could be swayed or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
right.
I feel you.
It's a lot to uncover. It's a lot to think about right there. All I say though is that like um I don't know. I wasn't in no bedrooms with them. I wasn't in that hotel, so all I seen was Diddy whipping on her, which, like I said, was
Right.
absolutely wrong, unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Everything else, I gotta wait to hear.
Or see what happens.
Yeah, why did she feel compelled to still stick around after? Or you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this story just doesn't seem
At all.
to. No, I don't, man. Like
One sided
it don't, bro.
side to it. So
And then part of it is whack because the shit be funny. Like we said, the diddler. Did he do it? Did he not? Like it's a lot of like,
yeah, there's a lot of fucking shit comedy coming out of this comedic shit. I want to see what's up with Kid Cudi and did he blow a nigga's car out? Boom! Turn him over. He
right?
dangle Wale over the balcony, nigga. What are you doing in a situation where a nigga sneeze or something like? You and drop the nigga. Oh my bad. What do you do?
It's over. Ain't nothing to do. The whole gig is up, right? Like,
Right. What if a nigga at that point? What was you saying? Nigga, you ain't gonna drop me, nigga. You know who I am? It'll be all over the news. Oh yeah, just drop the nigga like Scar. Long live the king. Damn.
nah, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody holding somebody over the balcony is hellacious. Like, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
they
Like, if
said
that,
that.
bro,
They
for
said
real,
that. Yeah, they said that. Wale. They said that something happened. He was doing a song or something, bro, and they had that nigga go up, and it was in some little big studio. They had a nigga go up, and they held that nigga over some little balcony, nigga, and was like, nigga, don't ever come do those features without me. They said he ended up having to do a song, but all her songs were sent to her. So like Diddy didn't want her in the studio with no nigga at all. And I think that they had to be in the studio for some reason. They said after they got done recording the song, to the nigga upstairs, hung that nigga over the balcony with some people. Was like, nigga, don't ever record with her without me, you know what I'm saying? Knowing first. And y'all never supposed to be in the room together. And yeah, bro.
yeah. I mean, like
Crazy
if he,
shit.
if he,
Blowing up Kid Cudi's car, all kind of shit.
yeah. I mean, then that shit wild too, right? Like, I mean, K Cudi not obviously like probably trying to get that smoke in. Maybe he is, who knows? But like, I don't know, bro. Like,
Can you imagine? Nigga fucking like a boom. What the
sometimes
fuck?
I be wondering, with like as many people that's like that in this life, my nigga. Like, niggas be having close access to niggas. They could just really like just up it, my nigga. If you really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the
How the nigga?
consequences.
Yeah, aired out. Yeah, it could.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
you
like,
can.
fuck the
Yeah,
consequences. Fuck that nigga security. Fuck the. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have to deal with all
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like I said, looking at afterwards, you're gonna have to deal with
But
whatever come with it.
the job's been done.
The job has been done. Hey, I hate to say it, bro. It's like they my nigga Dolph. I hate that they killed my nigga Dolph like that. but they went and got that job done, petty enough. And rest in peace to Flipper, man. But
Bro. You see what
it's a
that little
situation
nigga
where
try to see what that little nigga. I mean, even though I feel like that shit was a little set up to make him look like a hero, but you see what that little nigga did to the president. You feel me? Like
yeah,
try to off his kufi, you heard?
and miss, boop, miss. What, buddy? I'm sorry, you missed.
That nigga made his play though, you heard, gang? Like,
Yeah, he did. And I was like, what, buddy? You should have played more Activision. You should have played more Call of Duty. You would have known. You would have aimed to the right. You'd have been good. Sorry,
spent more time on the
delete.
shit.
Right, we gotta delete you. Sorry.
Yeah, bro, like this shit.
Can you imagine if that was an inside job? And niggas missed and messed it up. Oh shit. That'd be all bad.
Cause I ain't gonna lie too though, like I don't know, like niggas be doing some halfway funny shit too though. Like if I'm an artist and we all know each other in this shit to somewhat degree, and I know some nigga girl like somebody spoken for, I'm not gonna really want to do a record with the girl if she got a man.
Shit. Yeah, factual.
Like I'm not gonna get nowhere near that, bro.
Unless you want some sleazy cornball shit or some snake shit.
And maybe the niggas is not, but you never know what a nigga thinking. Like it could be the money a nigga think. It could be like the jealousy, like with the thinking a nigga want to smack. Like you just never know. So why even put yourself in that position?
Shooting it out. But some people try to be greasy, but they the slickest thing since grease, bro.
You feel me?
That's the truth, bro. Facts.
Tory Lanez got stabbed in jail.
Damn, I didn't even know that either.
Allegedly, these are things though. That one I read online. I don't know how accurate that is.
Damn, they been doing time getting poked up. Huh.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of craziness. I just feel like I do want to talk about the Diddy shit a little bit more because that was just fresh on my mind today because I feel like, to be honest, we in all of this cancel culture shit, but when does everybody be held accountable?
Shit, it's seeming like whenever they get caught, because niggas ain't gonna be accountable for nothing nowadays. They ain't gonna man up and unless they got to, unless they forced to. Because there's more people than just him. He didn't do it by himself. He didn't act alone. And you had to have somebody to help you. And they found out all these tunnels underneath everybody's houses.
What makes Vince McMahon, aside from the obvious video, because this is my point that I'm trying to get. We seen the video. You want to arrest a nigga for domestic violence? It's there. Go ahead. It's there. But what I think we do as a society is we want to stretch and really put niggas under the like. Y'all really want to take away people's freedom for life, bro.
Yeah. He was fucked up. He did some fucked up shit, like you said. Address, what needs to be addressed, but maybe they kind of reach him because again,
bro, look at them white folks. Amber Heard, she shitted on this nigga bad and.
But think about that's wild, bro. But again, think about this. Maybe he's got some dirt because he was saying he was recording all those parties. So if everybody's getting loose, you got people who are like, higher ups who ain't supposed to be getting loose as they getting, and you got them on camera, they might try to take you out. If we can't kill you, we're gonna vilify you so the whole world hates you.
And that's what I feel like they doing
They vilifying them.
They doing a reach right now. They're trying to combine the Cassie situation with those parties. Remember these parties I was telling you about?
Yeah, oh yeah. But
they
again,
trying to
because he
No.
probably got some dirt on somebody, and it's like if we lock you away and put you away, it's gonna be hard for you to get to that access to that dirt. All phone conversations are gonna be recorded. Where he's at, it's probably gonna be video recorded. So it's like, what information you gonna give away that we ain't gonna know? Maybe write something down, but you dealing with people who got more money than you probably. They're like, shit, we'll pay you more than what he's paying you. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, like If you got people higher than you, that's why still working. If you're like number 3 on that list or number 4, who's number 2 or number 1?
Mm-hmm.
If you got as much influence as you do to do stuff, what kind of influence do they got? They
And then
probably
it
got
seemed,
judges, lawyers, cops in their pocket.
oh yeah,
This, if you had that, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, they probably got it on a way bigger scale, and probably can do shit and get away with it where you can't. You in jail. They not probably gonna ever go to jail because they're so high up. You're not, even if their names came out, you're not getting them. They got people that'll take the phone and say, "Nope, it was me."
right.
I don't think nobody on his team got that power for him, for Diddy to be like, you know what, it was just me. Like,
And then I ain't gonna lie, bro.
because you
Part of
put
me,
yourself out there in the public too much. Like, you're too much of a celebrity of a style. If you wasn't like that, you could have maybe done away with it. Because you put yourself out there to be this huge star as well, and nobody gonna believe you with somebody else and not you. Like how you did with Shine, how you had a nigga, oh wow, I shot somebody technically, everybody thinking it was Diddy, you shot him, then you gave it to Shine because maybe you wasn't as big a star as you are now. Couldn't do that
mm-hmm.
now. Couldn't do that now. Back then you was, you know what I'm saying, you was small enough to where you could do that. Now you can't.
Yeah, the it's like they got the telescope on you, the
Yeah,
magnifying glass.
you too famous. You
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that famous back then. You know what I mean? And Sean came out and was saying it was you, nigga. Like, wasn't me that did it. Then, nigga, if it wasn't you, it had to be him. Like, what?
Yeah, that was.
Came out and said it. Like, yeah, I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I was set up. Woo, doing the interview when you came out of the jail. Like, nigga, you a dummy. Ain't no way I stayed in jail for that long through my life for this nigga, bro. He talking about he didn't even help you while you was in there. You must be smoking.
Yeah, bro, that's
That's tough.
mega tough. Cause it's like again, niggas be grimy, but we gotta separate grimy actions from laws that actually been broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a troll. It's like, nah, I mean, somebody could be a dickhead, but does that dickhead deserve to be in jail if he ain't technically break no laws? And I'm not talking about Diddy though. I'm just saying like
I'm saying in
in
general, yeah.
general. Yeah.
I mean, he don't, the person doesn't. But again, you do a good job of vilifying somebody when they get mad at them. And the mob gets behind it. It's a mob mentality to a point. Like, you want to see somebody burn. You want
Like
to see
look at,
somebody go
just take it to across the world, right?
down.
Somebody that's more, I guess, in our lane of doing shit. You know who Vitali is?
Yeah, yep.
You been keeping up with what's going on with him?
Lightweight would kind of refresh me.
This
I know
nigga
he
went
was
to the
coming out once,
this
and he
nigga
got
went to the Philippines.
and got arrested and got held up over there, huh?
Yup, for trolling.
I think I seen that. And they were talking about they
So
weren't gonna let him go. He was gonna do some years or some shit.
right, so it's kind of like, all right, I'm not here to dispute day laws. Your laws is your laws. He broke them, right? But what I'm saying though is for the folks online, like, bro, y'all really happy that this man losing his freedom is wild to me, bro.
It's
Like,
crazy.
you feel me? Like the nigga, you feel me? Like
I
he a
hate that.
troll. You don't agree with how he lived his life. That's one thing,
My
bro.
thing is this: if you don't like it, stop watching.
You feel me?
Stop entertaining it. I don't get it. Like, if you don't like it, you're not forced to watch it. If you don't like somebody, don't fuck with them. Like, I ain't never seen something that I don't like and really complain about it, because if I don't like it and I don't subscribe to it, I'm not gonna see it. It's as simple as soon as it comes up, skip and pass it.
Out
People
of
have a
sight, out of
problem with that.
mind.
Yes,
Yes.
people
Yeah.
zombies though. They get scrolling. Oh, the video comes past your news feed. Why? Because it's popular. It's in the FYP. Just
Yeah.
as fast as you scroll past the other videos, you don't have to watch it. Scroll past it, but they feel like I got it. They see it, then they have an opinion on it. Probably because the nigga got money.
And
Probably
like
because
you
he's in a
said,
position of power and doing something that if you was in that same position, you wouldn't do.
mm-hmm.
For real, for real.
You said it too. FYP, it's like your algorithm. So you thinking you don't want to see that shit, but you might have looked it up to bring it to your, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
To your algorithm or however it might have just gotten there on the humble, but like you clicking into it, it's keeping it there. I just feel like I personally think unless you did the hard R, you fucking on some weird shit with kid. Like if you did some shit where it's like you trolling, you might have beat somebody up. I think there's like room for reconcile. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's human, man. You can make that shit up, you know.
we seen Solange trying to beat up Jay-Z in the elevator, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's and those are just the things we've seen.
Mm-hmm. Imagine what they're seeing behind closed doors at family reunions and everything else.
Yeah. More footage that they done paid for it so it won't hit the public eye.
You know. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he paid to shut that up, though.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, cause now it's evident that like Diddy tried to keep that video out the public eye for amount of years he did.
Yeah, he did.
And then now whoever kept it out the light just kind of like fuck it. Or it's either they had to or they finally pulled up their conscience. Like
Mm-hmm. God.
they talking about Drake and his lawsuit with
With the UMG,
yeah.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of weirded out about that with Kanye too, because Kanye was just dissing him, and now he's like, Drake is the most. We need to get behind him. What he's doing is revolutionary. It's like, hold on, bro, this nigga, you just dissing him. Now
Mm-hmm.
his views align with yours in a little bit of a way, and now you're not dissing him no more. It's not like fuck Drake. It's he's the greatest to do it, and